Okay, good. So we're live. We're playing session 2 of Operation Ravenloft. Why do it look so dark? This is we're running Operation White Box, which is a World War II RPG, and we're running the original, not extra crispy, Ravenloft from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. This is where it all began. So currently, the group, the squad, we'll call you, has traveled into a strange land and witnessed some things that people in 1942, 42, I think I said it was right, do not normally witness, like being turned into frogs, and had an encounter with the gypsy lady. I'm going to roll you a little bit further. You guys had you were leaving the camp after she helped you, and just to we can re-enter the characters, but you're going to you'll have to make a choice because it's most of the day has passed and it's getting dark, whether or not you want to keep going or you want to go back to the town. But let's introduce the characters. You guys can kind of let me know what you want to do here. So I'm just going to start with my left as always. Mikey.
What? Oh, sorry. I was writing. I'm. Oh, God damn it! Sorry.
Who are you again?
I'm sous-lieutenant. What am I? Paulette Brignac. And I'm with the McKee.
Yep.
And sorry, I'm.
Oh, you just zoned the hell out.
I totally zoned out. I'm so sorry. And yeah, I guess that's basically.
I mean, so far we're doing better than the intros last time. So
yeah,
we're doing all right.
That's true. That's very true.
Right.
And yeah, well, she's yeah. That's it. Thanks.
Crystal.
I'm playing a charmer, named Robert Miller, first lieutenant, U.S. Army. Nothing else to say, I guess.
Okay. Rush.
I'm playing Sergeant John Ferrier, who is part of the U.S. Army Rangers, who is a dedicated marksman / sniper who has been working alongside of the British commandos. And yeah, that's that's pretty much his whole gig there.
All right. And last but not least, Tony.
I am playing the combat engineer known as Lieutenant Maxwell Bernard Wright with the British Royal Engineers.
So just to review, guys, I'm going to screen share here. You guys are in the area of Barovia, and you're currently down here in this. You can see my mouse, right? You're down here in this kind of.
I cannot see your mouse.
You can't see the mouse?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So you're down here at G1, G2. This is the gypsy camp. Well, you were there. So basically, she told you what you can make a decision if what you did or not. You can to go back, or no matter what, because if you follow if you continue along this trail, she says you can't get back up to where the bridge is to cross to go to the castle if that's where you're going. But if you want, if you don't trust her, you want to explore, you could have gone that way. Otherwise, you would go back to the way you came, down over this road here, and then you could either go back to the town because the day is getting later, or you could make your way to the castle or do whatever you want, I suppose. Yeah.
Could we make our way to the castle before sunset?
You don't think you'd get there before sunset? You would definitely be sleeping. As it turns out, even at moving along as quickly as possible, you're not going to get back to the town. You can get to the town before it gets too late. Yeah.
Well,
Basically,
you
wouldn't have
guys.
to sleep. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have to sleep in the woods per se if you went back to the town because you could probably hike through and get there at 1 o'clock in the morning or something. But if you were to go to the castle, you'd probably end up having to sleep.
Well, we don't have any money anyway, so I mean, we can't check into an inn. I mean, the best we could do would be go back to the manor. So, Miller thinks that the best thing to do would just be to go ahead and move on to the castle, sleep in the woods tonight.
Didn't we have some hurt people?
Not I. Or I don't think I got hit. No, I wasn't hit. I don't know how we're gonna do Michelle's character. She may have got hit.
I'm only 1 HP down.
Oh, okay. Thought we
Yeah, I
had some
think-
hard hits. Okay.
It looks like I didn't get hit. I mean, I have 20 hit points, so either I got hit and just didn't bother to keep the damage, or I didn't get hit.
Yeah, I don't believe there was a lot of. I mean, the only fight that you had was against the strange man. The train.
Yeah, and we had a frog as
Yeah,
a result. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
He wasn't
Michelle,
aggressively attacking you. He was.
Michelle's character didn't get hurt either.
So I would say I agree with Sous-Lieutenant Miller. We couldn't use the surprise for advantage, right?
And if you need someone to hold you, keep you warm tonight, Paulette, you can feel free to share a tent with me.
Let's talk about this nod again. A nod in service. And she looks a little bit startled to the others. Didn't we receive a invitation?
Yeah, we did. Did anyone keep that? I think I was the one who pulled it off the door, so I probably kept it.
No.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
What about we take this invitation?
Yep. I say we do that. Now the witch said that we couldn't. Well, I mean, it looks like there's a ridge, or we don't have a map of the area, do we?
No.
No, I'm just.
Okay. All right. Well, that witch said that we couldn't get up the cliff, and well, I don't know. She turned our egghead here back to a human, so I guess I'll be inclined to believe her. So I guess
But
we
there is,
backtrack to the trail.
Yes, there is street, right? So if we would take the invitation and dine with the Lord of Castle, maybe we can check
Tell 'em?
out map. No, how do you say right map?
Yeah, if we get to a high enough point, we could probably make one.
Okay. So you headed back to this way,
We're gonna go. Yeah.
and you're going to
Where do
go
we
towards the castle, which is, I mean, there's only one way to go really at that point.
hmm
So let's see. So that was evening time. So it depends on how late you want to travel, but let's just check something.
Oh, we don't have a car anymore.
You do not.
You took that from us.
It's back in town.
It's back in town. I mean, you didn't. Okay. So it's dusk. As you approach this spot here,
I would say probably we don't want to travel much past sunset
Yeah.
because we don't know the. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
once
man.
we can't see the roads anymore, or we probably want to set up just a little bit before we can't see the roads anymore. Like once it gets kind of where it's getting dark, that's probably when we'll set up.
okay.
And depending on where we are, I say maybe try to set up a little bit in the forest line if there are woods around, and if not, then
Sure. Yeah, you guys are heading, down or back up. This is actually now you're hiking up, so you're going a little bit slower. And as the sun is starting to set, it's murky and cloudy. So here it's very foggy. So it's not like there's a beautiful sunset or anything. But as it's getting kind of the point where you think it's going to be more difficult to see if you don't stop, you're pretty much coming to this crossroads. So you're in this hex here, which is like a 4-mile hex. I mean, you could go in the woods, you could go off, but you'd have to go about half a mile away from the road.
Maybe we should set up a diversion. What do you guys think? We could set up a camp sort of near the crossroads, and then we could camp off in those woods over there, and I'll point to where, like on the map, it'll be the northeast.
I look at you surprised. This is actually a good idea, Lieutenant Miller.
Yeah, every once in a while I get them.
You hear the distant cry of wolves.
Damn it.
Maybe we sleep in tree?
Well, I mean, either way, we can still set up that diversion area.
See, we.
That wasn't a very good wolf sound. That was more like an owl.
Ooh.
There you
go. Well, I don't know. I got two schools of thoughts on it. One thing is to set up a diversionary camp. You might bring wolves or whoever else that might make them stop and start looking around. Whereas if they just walk by and don't say anything, they might just keep on going.
Yeah,
Won't they smell us
well,
anyway?
here's the thing. They already know we're here. They might be looking for us anyway. We set up a diversionary camp. Maybe we can get the drop on them.
Well, I can go work on setting up the diversion if that's what you want.
Sounds good. I can get to work on the real thing.
What kind of trees are there actually?
They are. Let's see. They're basically like oak trees. I guess they have oak trees in the
That sounds like a sturdy kind of tree.
Yeah. They're hardwood, old school trees with leaves and stuff. They're not like evergreen trees, mostly. Although they're really greenish.
Maybe it's not actually a bad idea to sleep in tree.
Yeah, I think we can do that. We have like some tarps, right? So we could like maybe tie some tarps around the branches and make like hammocks, basically.
Yeah.
So when you say that Farrier is setting up this diversion when the rest of you are going to the tree line, that's a half a mile distance. You're going to leave Farrier by himself?
No.
We're just talking right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you can't kill him off that easily.
No. Yeah,
I'm hearing the sound of wolves in the distance. Again.
Who's going to stay and help set up the diversion camp?
Well, if we're going to sleep in the tree, I say we just get up in the. Obviously, we can't have a fire, so I just say we get on up in the tree, and just stay dark and stay quiet. And even the wolves should just pass underneath.
All right. If that's what you think is best.
I wouldn't worry about trying to spend the extra time and whatnot.
All right. Well, then let's just get to the tree line. It's getting dark anyway. We need to hurry up.
Yeah, the sun is pretty much fallen now. It fell quicker than you would have thought. It's just so hard to tell here, and you're kind of moving, and you actually hear and see the crackle of some lightning and thunder in the distance as you're kind of making your way across this field towards the tree line. There's the occasional kind of solo tree kind of that you pass. Most of them look like they've been struck by lightning or something, and they're just kind of skeletal.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that bodes well for us.
Of lightning, and you see a glow out in front of you. the glow of many sets of eyes. As you look around, you can see that there's it's unclear how many, but you seem to have some friends encircling you at about a distance of about 200 feet.
On what height? Like
They are-
human?
No. They're like they're the wolves. You can tell they're wolves. Yeah. They're wolf height.
How far away are we from a tree?
From any particular tree?
Yeah.
You are only 10 feet away from a tree.
I whisper, climb. As he now?
Okay. Go. That's fine. Sorry. Let me try. Look at you. There we go. Sorry.
Is it an oak tree that we could climb?
It's a skeletal tree. You could probably all try to climb it. There's probably not enough room. Let me roll randomly see how many branches there are. There are 3 branches.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
There's 3
We're going to
branches.
have to keep going.
Is there another tree close by, or is that the only one?
The next closest tree is past the wolves.
How many
Yeah.
ranges again?
It's hard to tell because it's dark and now they're starting to move at you. But you gather roughly a dozen,
Oh,
at least one in
fuck.
front of you, plus one behind you.
Come on. We got to get going.
But
We
where
gotta
to?
move.
Where
To the
to?
trees. To the trees. Just get to
But
get to
they're
a
past.
safe tree.
But the trees are past the wolves.
We'll shoot our way past the wolves.
All right.
That's what we have guns for. Let's get going.
We'll just start at my left to make it easier. Go ahead and roll initiative, Mike. The wolves are
What a D6?
D6, yeah.
Oh.
It's a group initiative, so D6.
5.
Okay, so you can see that they're starting to move towards you. But
Oh
you guys,
boy.
what was that?
Uh,
You can hear their feet start to scrape as they're moving closer.
how far away?
They're about 100 or so feet away. They were just kind of walking before, and this is why initiative started, because they're starting to run now.
All right, well, I'm going to just crack a shot off them. If I can.
I mean, you could go out of order if you'd like.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to keep it organized, but you can shoot.
I thought you were waiting for someone to speak up. That's
Yeah,
right.
go ahead. You spoke up, so you go first. Okay, go ahead and shoot a wolf.
All right. Sorry. I'm just trying to make it difficult, I promise. All right, here we go. That is, I got to get my other dice out. That's an 18 on the dice.
Well, that definitely hits.
Yeah. And this one does a D6 plus 4.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be 3 plus 4 for 7.
Oh, awesome. They have. Oh, jeez. Okay. 7. Let me see. Okay, you hear it yelp, but it still seems to be charging.
How far can I throw a grenade?
About, I think we established about 30 feet.
Okay. Ow. I will. Dang it. Yeah, I will. I will shoot the wolf that Farrier attacked, or I try at least.
I mean, you can if what your intention is to throw it at the wolf. Let me see. You could make an attempt to like pull the pin now and hold it until they get within range and throw it.
I don't pull a pin from a grenade and walk with it.
Well, not walk with. No, you can.
No.
You can cook the grenade basically, because wolves move pretty fast. So because your the way that cooking the grenade works is you actually throw it at the end of the round. So you could actually pull a grenade now and say you're going to throw it, and then throw it at the end of the round, and they will be closer to you then. If that's
How
true.
close?
I mean, you don't know how fast a wolf goes, but there's a chance. Wolves go pretty fast. I mean,
You're luring me into something I shouldn't do.
Well, remember, you can pull the pin on a grenade, but as long as you don't let go of the little
I
lever,
know, but what if I accidentally do?
well, no, but I mean the letting go and everything. If you want to cook it. If you're cooking it, you let go. Yeah.
Okay, I pull the pin.
Yeah. No, just to be clear, when you're cooking your grenade, you're not just pulling the pin and holding it. You're popping the grenade like it's going to go off, and you're counting 1, 2, 3. Then you're throwing it. That's basically what you're doing. There's no going back once you cook it. So
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can you can count.
Yeah, I do.
All right, perfect. Crystal, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Miller. Miller's not saying anything. Which
Can I? I was muted. Can I see one of the wolves?
You can see. You can see forms charging towards you. I mean, it's not too hard to see them. You're used to fighting at night and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. Then I'll shoot at one of them. Do I have a minus or anything?
No, not as long as your weapon can go that far. What do we?
How far away are they?
About 100 feet, but they're charging.
Oh, my rifle's 150.
Okay, you're totally good then.
All right. And I rolled a 7.
Okay, that probably doesn't hit unless you have.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I remember.
And finally, our engineer, Maxwell Bernard.
Would we have those grenades? Wouldn't even be smoke grenades, or are they all going to be frag only?
I thought actually they were like
boom. Yeah, they're frag grenades. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good. I should have smoke grenades, but I didn't. So, you know what? Roll a d20 against me. And if it's
but I wouldn't have pulled the pin.
Well, no, not yours. It is
11.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 9. So you can have one smoke grenade instead of a frag.
Ooh, well, if I've just got one, I'm going to save it. Maxwell is just going to just ready himself with his revolver out. He's not going to take a shot right now to see what happens.
Okay. All right, they're charging for it. So you're throwing the grenade at the end, basically the end of the round as they're coming towards you, or when they get within range of the grenade. So go ahead and make the throw.
How do I throw?
You just make an attack roll.
Okay.
I think it's
dang! I drop it at my feet. No.
I pulled the pin from this grenade. How do I throw it?
What's BHB? Do I add that?
Yeah, that's basic hit bonus or base hit.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's a 20, not a natural one, but a 20.
Oh, that's a very good hit. All right.
Yeah, thank God.
All right. So you throw the grenade, which is very nice.
So I try to aim it at a spot with a lot of wolves right in front of us in our way.
Yeah, they're converging, so you can definitely get. I mean, it's a grenade; it's going to cover a lot of distance.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 2 damage.
2d6, 3, 9 plus 2, 11.
So I'm going to say.
No, hang on, that's not right. Oh no, it is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say because you're trained soldiers and you wouldn't have not done this, is you probably say that you're throwing a grenade, like by saying grenade.
Of course.
Assuming that the other PCs are going to hit the ground.
Grenade!
Yeah. So unless somebody chooses to not hit the ground, which I would think is a bad idea, you'll avoid the damage, guys. I think that's how it works, as long as you're down. Right, we looked this up before.
All right.
Yeah, because they, on the other hand, will get a saving throw for half damage. So 11?
Yes, sir.
Man, almost by magic, there's a big group of them all together, and they just like spread as they see the grenade coming. It does explode and hurt a bunch of them. You said 11, right? Let me see how many. Okay, so half of that. Okay,
I hate you so much.
I'm going to say you hit 4 of them. None of them go down though, but you hit 4 pretty. They avoid it for the most part, but they do get hurt though.
Don't forget morale.
Fireball.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see about their morale. This isn't BX's no morale. All right. Yeah, and they're charging at you. So those ones are not going to attack because they avoided the grenade by moving out of the way. So they're not going to be able to move on you.
Good.
So that definitely had that effect as well. 4 of them.
Oh, and we're running, of course, right? Are we?
Yeah. Tell me. What you cut out? I didn't hear it.
Who cut out?
You did. Did you say something?
Oh, really? Oh, I just said or asked if we are still. We kind of are running, right? Until we grenade to the ground. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you didn't. Yeah, exactly. You might have
Yeah,
ran
okay.
a few steps. I mean, it was
Yeah.
only. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you throw the grenade. It blows up. They scatter. Of course, you're all on the ground now as these wolves pounce on you.
That's exactly where we wanted to be when wolves were attacking us. Good job, Mikey.
It was good though.
Yeah, you heard some for sure. Okay, so on Farrier, the two wolves are attacking you. Oh wow! Surprisingly, I'll just say they didn't get you because there's no way a wolf couldn't hit you if you're on the ground. So they're like biting at you, and you're rolling away and kind of fending them off. Two of them. There's two on each of you. Against Miller. Yeah. Okay. So one of them gets a bite into your arm. For 5 damage. It doesn't quite penetrate the your BDUs, but it tears them, and you get like a rip across. It's not like a full bite, but a scratch for 5 points. The other one doesn't get through. You have to bite your boot. Let's see. Pull it. Neither one gets through you. You're fending them off, I guess. And finally, Bernard. Wow, these wolves suck. All right, so yeah, they're like biting at you, but I guess they're used to attacking people without the thick clothing and stuff that you guys have on. So they're just like nipping at it and not really able to break through your clothing, your protective clothing. So on to the next round. Let's roll initiative, Crystal.
All right. The D6, right?
Yep. They got a 5.
I rolled a 6.
All right. What do you want to do? You're on the ground with the wolf attacking you.
I'm going to let go of my rifle.
Mhm.
I'm going to take my handgun, and I'm going to do my best to just press it right up against this wolf and pull the trigger.
Okay. Go for it.
So just a regular attack?
Yeah, you know what I'll do since you want to do that? Go ahead and make a strength check. So make a d20 plus any strength bonus against the wolf's strength. And if you succeed, I'll say you grab the wolf enough that you can hold it against his head and instant kill it.
Okay, cool. I rolled a 16 with no modifier.
All right. You did it. You grab the wolf by the the scruff of the back of its head or whatever, and you jam the gun against it and you blow its head off. Well done.
Nice.
One dead wolf. Okay. How about the sniper? Or
Do I have one actively like right on top of me too?
there's 2 on you.
I do not have a pistol, so if I can't use the rifle, can I use
the rifle? Yeah.
Huh?
It'd be hard to shoot with the rifle, but you could certainly hit it with the rifle.
You can shoot his butt off.
Yeah. Well, am I? All right. Well, I'll try it with a rifle because even if I take a negative, my bonus is to hit should offset hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna try and like take the rifle and maneuver it up like that, and see if I can get a shot at him.
I mean, that's a pretty. I wouldn't even allow that if you weren't such a good shot. So I'm just gonna say it's a straight roll if you do that.
Okay.
No bonuses.
-4 basically for me. So,
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I rolled a 1.
Okay. So did you shoot yourself or one of your allies? That's the question.
I would say that given the predicament that I'm trying to wrestle this thing around, I probably shot myself.
Okay.
If I had to guess. So you want me to roll damage against myself?
No, I'm just going to say that remove a reload. You didn't realize your weapon was empty.
Okay.
Wow.
See? That's because you chose the right option. But how about Bernard?
Yeah, I got my pistol out, so I'm gonna try to shoot one of them that's on me.
Reload. I wrote them down.
Oh yeah, 19 to hit for 4.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's the one on Bernard. Okay, good. And finally, Paulette.
Yeah, I would try to do the same as Farrier did, like lift up the business end of my rifle and just shoot his balls off.
You're gonna be -4.
What? Why?
Hey, I was
Yeah, no bonuses and -4.
Dang it.
I was minus.
Okay. Oh, well, 16 minus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14.
The plus come from? So no pluses.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
matter.
didn't listen.
Anyways.
No, 12, yeah.
All right, cool. Do some damage.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yep.
That's shit. I'm rolling the Gary Con die. I don't know what the cross is.
Uh-oh.
Is that 6? No. It's oh shit. Sorry.
It's either 6
4.
or 1.
I think that's. No, that must be 6. Yeah. So 7 damage.
Nice. That's good.
Yes.
That's very good, actually. All right.
You see some testicles flying through the air and hit a tree.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right. We'll say that's a good testicle shot. All right. Down. And they go now. Okay, so there's 2. So the one on Paulette and Farrier, there's only 1, but there's still 2 on the other 2. Oh no, and also everybody killed 1 except for no. Sorry.
What?
Did that wrong. Miller killed 1, and so did Paulette.
Mhm.
So against Paulette, the one that you didn't kill, rolls a 13 plus 4, 17. That should hit you, right? Because nobody has a good armor class in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you get bit. It's only 2 points. He tears at your uniform, ripping, scratching the skin. On Miller, so you get the 20. That's going to hit you for sure. So you get bit again for 4 points. Again, just getting it reached in where it had bit through your uniform before and gives you a decent bite there. Some blood's dripping down your arm. And over against Farrier, 2.
So I had 2 on me a while ago.
Yeah, there's been 2 on everybody. No. On you, there's only 1.
Well, so another one attacked me because I killed the one that was attacking me.
You had 2 on you, and you killed 1, so there was 1 on you.
Yeah, we all had 2.
2 at the beginning. Yeah. Currently, there's 2 on Farrier, 2 on Maxwell Bernard, rather. Wright. You have a long name. Wright is your last name. 2 on Wright, 2 on Farrier, 1 on Paulette, and 1 on Miller. And the one. Okay, so Wright, you are also bit once for 4 points. So then
How many points?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yep. So you get it rips a chunk out of your uniform, scratching your skin slightly, and we're into the round 3. So initiative, Tony.
All right. And a 4.
Okay, go first. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll shoot the one that's on me again. Hot dog, 18 on the die, so 20 and 4 points again.
Nice. Okay. It doesn't die, but it definitely retreats a bit, having been bit. Having been shot twice now. Paulette?
Can I try to get up and shoot? I can't, right?
I mean, it's attacking you. You can try to get away from it. Sure. You'll have to make a check against its strength, basically.
Okay.
To just roll a d20 with your strength bonus again.
Are there more wolves coming?
Yes,
or
there are.
Oh,
well,
shit.
you look around briefly as you're trying to decide what to do, and you can see lots of eyes circling you. They're not moving in though. They seem to be on the outskirts, like watching and kind of growling. But yes.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I try to get up. Yeah.
Okay, so roll d20. 18 on the wolf side.
A 1.
Okay, yeah. So you can't get up. You're being held down by the wolf.
Yep.
Okay. Miller.
Can I do the same thing I did before? Try and shove my gun against this thing and
Go for it. Roll against strength.
Okay.
Reverse rolls. He's got a 1 this time. So don't roll.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. So it's dead. Boom. You shoot the second one in the head.
Okay, nice.
All right. It boom, and it falls down dead. Fair.
I will, now that I've fiddled around and kicked at this thing and remembered to load my rifle, I'm going to try and shoot him again, since I still have 2 of them on me. And I only rolled a 4. So I am not doing well.
Okay, yeah. So you just get your gun loaded and it just kind of fires off. Just move it on. And that's the end of that round. Because no, you went first. You've gone first every time. So they're gonna go now. So currently there is 1 on Paulette. It misses. There's none on Miller. There's 2 on Ferry still. 1 hits you for 6 points. That's a good bite.
That was on me?
Yep. And there's 2 on right. 1 backed up a little bit, so I'm going to give him a minus. All right, so right doesn't get bit at all this round. And that's the end of round 3. We're into round 4 now. Initiative, Mikey.
She's grabbing coffee really fast.
Oh, okay. Initiative, Crystal.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
All right, you get to go first. What are you doing?
Oh, cool. So the wolves on me are dead.
Yeah, and you look
Right.
out and see that you can see that there's wolves attacking the rest of the group. And you as you kind of look around, you see that you're kind of surrounded by a lot more wolves kind of in the outskirts, but they're kind of out of vision range. You can just see their eyes flickering. They're maybe 50 feet away, 6 feet away.
Okay. But there are some on my teammates, right?
Yep.
So I'm guessing my teammates are within 75 feet. So I will turn and fire at one of my teammates. I guess Paulette. I mean Robert. Come on. And I rolled a 9 with my bonus. That's a total of 11. I don't know. Probably won't hit anything.
No. There he says 12. So you shoot, and the wolf, it just skims past the wolf. Maybe you're trying to aim to not hit Paulette, so you kind of overthink it.
Yeah.
Farrier.
All right, we're going to try this shit again. One good roll, please. Damn, if I didn't roll another 4. 1, 4, and 4 have been my combat rolls this time. Except for the first shot, which was an 18. And you'll hear him scream out, "God damn it!" after he gets bit. And he's you see him guys kicking at wolves and trying to mess with his rifle and shoot him. And it looks like a fish flailing out of water with a gun.
With a gun. All right, and right.
Yep, he's going to try to take out that wounded one. And that's not going to do it. So he misses.
Okay. All right, is she back yet with her coffee? You back, Mikey? No. Okay. I'll roll the wolves that are on you guys first, and hopefully she'll be back by the time. All right, so on Farrier, there's 2. Neither one hit. On right, there's 2. I'm giving one of them a minus still because it's injured. Oh, actually, though, even with the minus. Oh no, what's your AC?
12.
Yeah, they both hit.
Ow.
So the one clamps down on you, and the injured one comes in now. Not being as intimidated, and take a total of 6 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so 2 wolves of 10. She's back. Go ahead. What do you want to do, Paulette?
I tried to get up again.
Okay.
Did I take damage, by the way?
No, your wolf hasn't gone yet because you guys won initiative.
Okay.
So I just held your stuff.
Oh man, another one.
All
It's shit.
right, so the wolf is just holding you to the ground. It's going to try to attack you. It's spending too much effort holding you down to be able to bite you. So at least you're struggling and saving you from being hit, I guess, because it does not penetrate. And we come into next round. So Mikey, roll initiative.
Mm-hmm.
2 for the
2.
wolf. Ooh,
Reroll.
yeah, roll again. 3.
6.
All right, go first. What do you want to do?
I tried to get up again. 4.
The wolf rolled a 3. Literally.
Oh boy, good.
All right, yeah, so you get up. You want to
Stumble up to my feet, yeah. And can I still attack or something?
Yeah, sure, why not?
In that case, I would plunge down my rifle with my bayonet thing.
Okay.
That's a 17 plus 2, so 19.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yay.
Damage.
Wow, okay. 6 again.
Oh. 6 points. Very good. Hold on, that roll has. All right, it's not dead, but it's hurt. It's definitely hurt. Okay, to Miller.
Could I both get off, like, since I don't have any wolves on me anymore? Could I possibly get off the ground this time and like run over to shoot at one of the wolves?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
All right, yeah. So I'll do that. I'll run over towards Paulette and try and shoot one of the wolves on her.
Okay.
15 total.
That hits.
All right, and that's D6, right? I believe it's just a 1d6 with the handgun. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, and yeah, 2 damage.
2. Okay. So you blast this thing, and you actually goes flat a little bit to the ground, but then kind of stands up like limping. Fair.
So if I do make it to my feet, I will be able to also attack.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna try it. Since I'm going first, I'm gonna try and get up off the ground.
All right.
So how do I do this?
Just roll a d20 against the wolves. There's 2 of them, so I'm gonna roll 2. 10 and a 4.
Well, I got a 6, so I got right in between them.
Okay. Yeah. So one you struggle past one, but the other one pushes you back down. Right.
Yeah, he's going to try to finish off that wounded one again, hopefully. And 11 will not hit, will it?
No, 12 you need.
Okay.
Okay. Paulette.
I tried to stab it to death.
Okay.
A little too excited there.
Yeah. 17
That's
with bonus and 5 damage.
Oh, that's very good. It only had 1 hit point left. It tries to
man.
its feet, and you just fucking shove the bayonet right into its skull, I guess, whatever you do. At that, you hear in the distance a louder howl than you've heard all night, and all the wolves retreat.
Yes, run.
Robert quickly.
Yep.
Robert quickly runs up to Paulette and he gets down next to her, like, "Hey, you okay? You gonna need some medical attention?"
I'm good. It's not too bad. Let's run as well.
You notice that like an incredible like scent of rot, and you look down at the wolves that died, and you can see that their carcasses look like they've been laying out for a month now. They're so
Ugh, disgusting! How's this possible?
worms crawling out of them.
Yeah, I would question how this is possible, but yesterday I saw a man get turned into a frog, and also there was this guy that turned into a bat and then proceeded to fly away. So,
You're correct. Let's run. Tree.
All right, so you guys run for the tree line. You don't see the wolves move very quickly, so you don't encounter anymore as you get there. If anybody wants to do first aid on themselves, they can do that too. You can do it after each combat.
oh yeah, crap.
How does that work?
1d2, ain't it?
1d2. And it can't heal more damage than you took.
And we got to do ammo check too, don't we?
How did that work?
It's you roll 1d2, but you can't heal more than you took. So, like, if you only took 1 point.
No, reload thing.
Oh, reload. You roll a d6, and if you get a 1, you have to reload.
Okay.
I have to reload.
Oh God, I ain't doing good at all on either thing.
We only get 2 reloads, right? Is that per weapon or is that just period?
No, I think the pistols had 2, and the rifles I think have 10 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had
Yeah, there's
14 reloads is what we were told each person had.
there's two on the pistol though. I just used both of mine now. I got on my last one
Oh boy.
All right.
because I just rolled another
I
one.
just used my first one on my pistol.
Oh man! All right, yeah. The mom and Tony, you're not having good luck with the pistol every time you use it.
I know, and I only got 1 HP back on the
Oh jeez!
healing too. Oh,
Well, I managed to get 2 HP back,
Oh, nice.
unfortunately.
You notice that your palms are getting a little hairy, Tony.
What?
You have a craving for raw meat.
Who?
Really?
Tony's character? No, not yet.
Oh, not yet?
I
yeah.
probably do because you'll notice that Maxwell's got a bunch of blood running off him. He's in pretty bad shape.
Well, he wasn't the only one that got bit. I got bit for 6 too.
Yeah.
I got bit.
I got
I got bit twice. Once for 5 and once for 4.
We may not make it through this session, guys.
It's hard with the healing potions. All right, so so you guys get to the tree line, and you can get up into the trees. That's something you should be able to do, no problem.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You know, throughout the night, you and it's a long night. You definitely hear, sounds and some things rustling through the forest and moving around. Predators, whatever. But you never see anything else close enough to you because it is dark, especially in the trees. You can barely see each other if you're like, just a tree apart. So it's not a super restful night, but you're able to. You're trained to be in the field. So I'll say you can get another because you get them back for resting, right? Too, Tony. I think.
Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to look again.
Two actually. I think you're supposed to actually be in a fully rest, but I'm going to give it just because if we don't do that, you're never going to make it to
Natural healing recovers 1d3 HP per day of uninterrupted rest.
All right, so I'll just say you can get 1 point back just from the not great rest.
So while we're hanging in the tree, by the way, I would think about what we experienced today, and can I roll an intelligence roll or something maybe to make the connection that we are actually somewhere else?
Oh, and not like
Not in Kansas anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to meta, but
Yeah, I think that you definitely would know without having to roll anything that this is not normal.
well, that it's not normal, I know, but kind of making the connection to the barrier of mist and
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely have noticed the mist since you've been here. You never tried to leave it though, so
that's true. Yeah,
so I don't know that you would know anything about that.
no, that's true.
But you definitely feel like you're not where you should be. That's for sure. I don't think you have to roll for that. I think it should be fairly obvious. But yeah, you haven't tried the mist, so you don't know what happens in first edition when you go through the mist. It's not nice. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's nothing. So the night passes, and what passes as a sunrise here. You start to see the dark black of the fields become a kind of a charcoal gray to kind of a flat kind of grayish day opens up. And yeah, you guys are in that cross section, that intersection rather, or you're half mile away in the wood line. And you look out towards the intersection, and you don't see anybody around. It looks pretty. Once you can see, it doesn't look like anything or anybody anywhere. There's just a lot of mist and fog.
once we wake up.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's
Robert's gonna.
on.
Robert, while he's changing up his bandages on his wounds and kind of making sure there's no infection or anything. Do we have rations? Like, I guess we're gonna cook some breakfast or something before we get back on the road.
Yeah, everybody had. Thought it was written in here. Hold on. Let's get fuel pack, sleep bag, sleep bag. Crap. The amount of rations we had wasn't real.
Yeah, it's fine. You have food. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about that.
All right. So
Only something right.
as we're making up breakfast, Robert's gonna say, guys, I've been thinking. No one's ever told us that vampires exist, right? And wolves can decay in like 10 seconds after you shoot them. But I'm thinking, if no one's told us, maybe it's all either no one knows or someone's covering it all up. You know what I mean? So my point is once we get back to base, maybe we should just kind of skip over what happened here. Leave out as many details as possible.
I nod with a serious face.
You are the ranking officer.
Don't mean much out here, but I'm just saying, either people don't know that this stuff can happen, in which case we're going to look insane if we tell everyone what we saw, or people do know and they don't want that stuff getting out, in which case they're going to lock us in an insane asylum. So, either way, we go to the nut house if we tell anyone what actually happened here. So I say that the official story is Command screwed up, sent us on a goose chase, but fortunately we managed to find out information that the Nazis were going to be working with this king or whatever he wants to call himself, this leader of this area, that they were going to work together, and we managed to stop their cahooting together. I think that's the story I'm going to go with. Makes us look like heroes and makes commands look like ass.
Actually, it's not even that far from possibly what you're saying. I think I heard stories about Hitler, the little mustache man, being after magical means of warfare, Maybe he is actually...
Only we're not going to mention the magic here.
Pardon?
She's just saying that it's not. She's just saying that it ain't far fetched as you might think it sounds.
Oh yeah.
That's all she's saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, John, hurry up and finish through his breakfast and say, well, I don't know about y'all. I don't particularly want to get caught out here for another night.
No.
I agree.
So he grabs his pack and his rifle and starts making ready for marching on the road. Excuse me.
Yep. So we have our breakfast and we head out.
Okay, cool. So let me get the map out again. All right. So like I said, you're here. From what people have told you, and even the gypsies, that you need to follow this road. And since you're trying to get where you're going, as fast as possible, you can move quick on the road now, and make good time. You guys are, trained soldiers, used to moving around with the gear and such. So you're able to make time. Let me see if you encounter anything interesting. I mean, the woods themselves are very, there's parts where you go and remember when you first came in, it almost was like you were going through a tunnel because the woods kind of overlapped you. You get that a little bit as you come up through these parts here, and you're definitely humping uphill. As you go, you're definitely climbing a mountain. and following this trail around. It takes you till about 2:00 in the afternoon, with all the stops and everything that you need to do to rest. But you finally end up at this bridge here. This is a bridge crossing the water down, and you had seen the river before. Obviously, you crossed it over here. From up here, you're seeing over the tree line, so you can actually see all the ways to the town, and you can see the original bridge that you crossed, and even the gypsy camp too, which is over here. And yeah, that's just a bridge beach.
We have some binoculars, right?
Yep.
Can we look through the binoculars and see if our truck is still in the middle of town?
It would be blocked by buildings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. There is underneath the bridge. There's a waterfalls.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's more or less just a stone bridge. It's 1,000 feet up. So you've raised. Oh yeah, I guess that sounds right. Yeah, because you went purple now. You're over 1,000 feet, and down here you were 0 to 49. So yeah, you're 1,000 feet up now. So you're looking down across here. So actually, from that high, you probably can see into these buildings aren't tall. Yeah, the truck is still there.
Well, our truck's still there.
Yeah, you actually see though that the hubcaps are missing. The truck is still there.
2.5 doesn't have hubcap.
Yeah, it's enough. No, obviously, the truck looks fine. I mean, you got binoculars, not a telescope, so you can see it's there. You can't really tell much else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Do people even still have caps anymore? I feel like that's
I don't think that truck would have hubcaps.
I said 2.5 doesn't have hubcaps, but it's just the thought of it.
Yeah.
2.5 up on blocks in an Amish town.
So anyways, you're at this bridge. It's a stone bridge, an ancient stone bridge. It's definitely old construction, but it looks sturdy.
All right.
Well,
Well, we'll hoof across it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let some giant bird come grab us.
So you're always going to walk across the bridge?
yeah, I'll walk forward a little bit and try and take point
Okay.
with the rifle. Since
All
I have the ability for hold on, what is it? Let me pull it back out. It's right on my sheet here. I have spot ambush.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna kind of walk. I'll walk forward and take point.
My cat's begging me to feed him, so I'm gonna take a second to feed my cat, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Dude.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, so you go a bit ahead, and this bridge is pretty long. But you're definitely watching as you guys as you cross, and you get to the other side. It seems safe. You set up a little watch post as everybody else crosses the bridge. Taking the time to get across the bridge, you're able to do it without any kind of incident. And again, you're on these this higher ground here. You're kind of coming between some even higher ground here as you pass through and continue through this. The trees up here are shorter, obviously, because they're up higher, but they're still this kind of sparse, and lots of them are burnt out with looks like they've been struck by lightning or something. Question? Yeah.
No, I was going when you said burnt by lightning. I said, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You've seen a lot of lightning, and since you've been here, especially in the evening time. It hasn't been so far today, but you've been here 2 nights now, and it's been a thunder/lightning storm every night. So
And John said, "This is another good reason not to be caught out here at night. The lightning storms are busting the ground all over the place."
and you slept in a tree. At least you slept in a tree that was in the forest and not
not out in the field.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but that's okay. And I'll get struck by lightning. That can't happen every time. All right, so here we go. So you march forward, and as it's getting close to supper time or whatever, you're starting to come up. and you encounter. Okay, good. So you're here, and you come up to this. You get about here, as you're getting around supper time, and this is an intersection. Clearly, which is and I have something to read. Da-da-da. Okay. Okay. So you've got a split there. Once again, you continue down the fog-shrouded road, dead leaves crackling along your track. The road splits in two. The dirt road continues to the northwest. So, that way, right? Yeah, sure. Lost my little reading thing. While a wide road leads to the east into the heart of the dense forest. Patches of cobblestone show up through the east road, telling that it was once a great road. To the right of the road of the fork stands, and you're kind of looking, and all of a sudden you notice this thing because it's so black and sitting in the shadows you didn't notice it at first. You see a large carriage with two horses. Both horses are black as pitch. The horses snort violently as you turn. Puffs of steamy breath in the chill air. The carriage doors swing open. Dun dun. That doesn't make that sound.
So you kind of broke up there for a second. You said carriage doors. No. You said carriage doors swung open.
Oh yeah. So you get up there and you don't even see. At first, you're looking around trying to figure out which way to go. And as you turn your head into a very shadowed area, you just see these like puffs of steam when you realize, and then two glowing orbs of a horse's eyes, or four because it's two horses. And then you notice they're pulling this carriage that's matte black. Very fancy. And the doors slowly swing open. Dun, dun.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
No. Not surprising, though.
I don't know. I think that one counts as pretty surprising.
Not anymore for me.
I'm going to walk around it and look and see if there's a carriage driver.
Okay, yeah, so you walk to the front. It seems to be nobody driving the carriage. Nope, it's empty. Do you look in, or are you just gonna walk, like, give it a wide berth?
Well, first I'll give it a wide berth to see if anybody's sitting up in the driver's seat area, and then I'll kind of go and see if I can poke my head in through the open door and see if I see anything. Okay.
So as you walk closer to it, you're startled as a set of stairs, flip down. Now the carriage had that, so you can get in. And as you move closer and you look inside, it's very spacious and luxurious inside, though it is empty.
It is what?
Empty. But luxurious and spacious.
But empty.
But empty. It has velvet cushions and the glass in the windows.
I turn around and I tell everybody, I said, well, it's a fancy thing, but I don't see no driver or footman or no nothing. And then I kind of keep looking around in the woods, like see if maybe the driver's off taking a leak somewhere or something.
You look around. You don't even see footprints, except for from the horse.
Perhaps he knew you were coming.
I'm back.
Are there reins on the horses up to the?
There are not. I mean, they're attached to the carriage, but there's no reins to the carriage. Nope.
Could you quickly describe what's going on to me?
So we were coming down the road, and we made it up to the eye, where I is this intersection, and as we turn to the right, there's a wide road that goes deep into the dark far part of the forest. And just as we turn, we didn't notice that there's a matte black fancy horse carriage with two black horses. And the doors opened, steam came out, stairs flipped down, but there's no carriage driver or nobody inside.
Paulette, out of the corner of your eye, you see a carriage driver sitting up there, and he motions towards you. But then when you turn, you don't see him anymore.
Oh, I look at it, then back, and I try to see it again.
Nope, you don't see it.
I stretch out my arm and I walk closer slowly with one finger.
As you approach the area, it feels noticeably colder there, but otherwise, same.
It's cold here, like in ghost stories.
Yeah. See, I think this is a trap. Let's just keep going to the castle.
Maxwell's going to climb up the top of the coach where the driver would sit.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
be like, John would say, "Do you know how to drive one of them things?"
I think it's going to drive itself.
yeah, you get up there, and like I said, there's no reins, but you do see like a brake. That's the only like physical way that you look to be able to control it.
John,
Yeah, if it's set, he'll unset it then.
Okay.
John laughs nervously.
So you unset it, and the cart rolls a little, a couple feet backwards, and the horse, it feels the weight of the horses, and then the horses kind of take about 2 steps, and then they stop.
All aboard.
I look at Paulette and Miller.
How many places can the carriage sit? The where the driver should be. How many can fit up there?
I mean, a second person could sit up there, yeah, but not more than 2.
All right, then I'll pat John on the back, and I'll say, you should take the top since you got that fancy rifle of yours and all, and I'll ride in the cab with Paulette.
Are we going to just assume that Michelle's character is just kind of tagging along?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Okay, all right.
Okay, then I'll ride in the cab with the girls.
Oh boy.
I'm like, well, whatever you say, and so I'll, with nervous laughter, climb up next to Max, and I just kind of sit down beside him and I say, "Well, this ought to be a good one, old boy."
Bloody well right.
How's the seating inside the cab? Like, is it like is there?
2 benches across from each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 benches. Okay.
2 benches, each one can hold 2 people.
Okay. Well, then they'll probably sit on one side away from me.
Almost.
Well, they all both French,
All right, so you guys get into the carriage, and as soon as the door is closed, the horses start walking forward up the road, and they then start to pick up that pace, and you're moving pretty quickly through the night. You can feel the wind, caressing you because you guys are on the outside of it, and they seem to know where they're going. They're cruising along, making good time. Going along, it probably takes like maybe an hour, and by the time you pop out in this area here where you can see, you're looking out into. Oh, I can do it.
Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Whoa, you got huge.
You're looking out.
Oh.
You see a large castle. Of course, you're sitting up here, which the artist did not know that there'd be 2 World War II guys sitting up here. So, yeah, really blame them for that. But yeah, so you come motoring along, and the horses come right up to these 2 towers here, and they stop. And I
lean over. Kind of lean over and says, "Well, that looks like something right out of a damn storybook."
Okay.
Is there a drawbridge or moat or?
Yep, I'll read the
Okay.
text. Yeah, I like the box text in this, so I get to read it. We won't break up this time. All right. After passing through the craggy peaks of the Bellenux, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and a startlingly awesome presence of Ravenloft itself towers before you. The carriage comes to a stop just in front of twin guardhouses of turreted stone, broken from years of use and exposure. Beyond these, a 50-foot wide precipice gapes between the Bella Cliffs and the walls of Ravenloft, a chasm of dizzying depth that disappears into the fog-shrouded distance far below. The lower drawbridge of an old shown-up wood beams hangs precariously between you and the arched entrance to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron strains with the weight. From atop a high, strong wall, stone gargoyles seem to stare at you from their hollow sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs in the entry tunnel. Beyond this, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from them onto the courtyard as torches flutter sadly in the sconces on both sides. So yeah, there's towers, a drawbridge over a very big drop, and then a portcullis, and then you enter into the courtyard, basically, if you so choose.
But the horses, they won't go no further than tires, huh?
That's right. The horses have stopped. They didn't cross the bridge, the drawbridge.
Well, yeah, looks like we have to walk the rest of the ways. Farrier?
Well, I have no problem getting off of this thing. So he grabbed a rifle and hopped down off the other side. And walk back and lean in the window and say, ride's over, folks.
I get out and repeat myself. He knows we be coming. Told you.
As soon as the last of you steps out of the carriage, it juts forward quickly towards the drawbridge and disappears into a puff of smoke as it crosses.
I refuse to acknowledge that.
Well, there's something you don't see every damn day.
You know what else you don't see every damn day? A man turn into a bat and then proceed to fly away.
Or British guys that turned into frogs.
Or witches that turn them back into humans.
Yeah. This mission here is going to drive me to drink.
Yeah, I imagine this will be the one that keeps me up at night.
So I sling my rifle across my chest and walk to the edge of the drawbridge.
Okay.
And just kind of peer and see if I see anything.
Yeah, you looking down?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure looking down, you can, pretty sure that's just, I'm more concerned about what's across the drawbridge into the courtyard.
Okay.
Can I see any motion?
No. You don't see anything moving around in there. You basically see the drawbridge goes out and there's two like towers basically with the bridge towers.
Okay.
And you can look right past them because like I said, the portcullis is up, and there's an empty courtyard. Doesn't seems to be. I mean, it's getting darker, but lightning flashes in the sky, and you see, you can see get a look in there. You don't see much. Normally a castle might have in the grounds might have like tents and things growing and stuff, and gardens. That nothing. It's basically weeds and dead trees and stuff, dead small trees, and you see the castle itself.
Okay.
And the doors are open with the torches, so you can clearly see that.
So I'll turn back to the others and just kind of look and just say, shrug my shoulders, and then I'm going to walk slow across the bridge, and checking for ambushes as I go, which means I have to move at half speed. But I'm just going to make my way slowly across the bridge.
Okay.
I'm following up a little bit behind him.
Yeah, Miller's not going to waste time with that. He's just going to walk across the bridge.
Okay. So Miller first. Okay. I'm assuming Rhett's coming as well.
I mean, Strahd at this point knows we're coming. He's invited us here. We arrived on weird black horses that disappeared. It just seems weird to check for ambushes at this point.
Well, checking for
Yeah,
ambushes, I'm checking for anything hidden.
Maxwell was going to stay 20 feet behind farrier.
All right, yes, you guys go across. I mean, as old and thrown together as this bridge looks, it shakes a little bit as you're walking on it, but it's sturdy enough, and you're able to cross into the courtyard. Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see what it says here. Thick, cold fog swirls around this darkened courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the angry clouds overhead. Thunder pounds the courtyard. A light drizzle begins to fall. Ahead, torches, flames fluttering in the wind on each side of the keep's main open gates. Warm light spills from those open gates. You could have seen those before, like I mentioned. You've got doors. So basically, you've got gate towers on either side. They are shut. The hall and rest of the courtyard. Dark towers to the keep. So you have towers over. I wish I had a better picture of it, but I'll just use this. So basically, you're currently, you're looking at it here. Or I can show you the PS. So you can see like this is open here. The rest of the castle is looks. I mean, it's sturdy. It's a castle, but it looks really worn out, and it's pretty much dark.
All right. I guess
I'm gonna. We know the guy's name, Strahd, right? We know his name, right? He did sign the letter.
No, he did not sign the letter. However, that's what the girl told you. The girl and her brother. They
Okay.
called him Devil Strahd.
But wasn't the letter like signed from someone or something?
Yeah, it was from the Burgermeister who has died. You saw his body.
No, I'm talking about the letter that was on the door. There was a letter on the door with a knife through it. That was like, you're invited.
Oh yeah. That did say. It said the residence of. No, yeah, Strahd. It did.
All right. So I'll take out that invitation and I'll call out through the courtyard. Hey, Strahd, this is no way to greet guests. Where are you at?
Don't do this. He might become upset or angry.
Yeah, but we're here to shoot him anyway, right?
Give it a stink eye.
yes.
You think that you hear some rustling above you.
I look up.
Yes. It's drizzling cold rain into your face.
Is there like a door or something somewhere?
A what?
A door?
Well, yeah. Well, there's doors on each of the towers on either side, and then there's in front of you is the large opening with the torches that's wide open front door.
Oh, well, then I'll just continue walking through there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you walk through the courtyard into the entrance hall.
I have my invitation out and waiting for someone to come take it.
All right. Fair enough. The ornate massive doors hang open. Fluttering torches cast dim yellow flickers of light from the entryway. 20 feet into the castle, a second set of doors suddenly swings open, effortlessly, and the sounds of organ music flow out. Overhead, in the entry, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight. So yeah, as you walk into this first room, which I guess I gotta get the map up. Where's my map? There it is. Oh, that's not the right map. There's a lot of maps. This is a very mappy module. All right, good. All right, so you step in. This first room that you walk into is only 20 foot square, and it's as described. Basically, it's a 20 foot square room. There's torches on the walls. When you kind of look up, you see these 4 statues of dragons looking down at you. Their eyes flickering. They got gems in their eyes. But then directly in front of you, 20 feet in, another set of doors opens up, and you can look into a larger room. You can probably see it immediately, so I will tell you what it looks like. Cobwebs hang from dust-covered columns in the Great Hall, which you see torches, again, hanging on these columns. So as you're looking in, you're looking into so you're in a 20 foot by 20 foot room, and you're looking out into a much larger space. And I'm sure, I guess by now everybody's joined you since you went off ahead. I'm assuming
Yeah.
the party's all on the inside now.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. So you're in this room with currently you're in the 20 foot by 20 foot room with the 4 dragons. There's organ music. The door swung open and organ music just started. So that's a little creepy, maybe.
Where does it come from?
It seems to come through the door from the doors into the south. You're facing east, I think. So to the right, basically. Forward and to the right, as you stand, is where the music.
Would we know that old castles like this, or would we believe, if we've read any books or anything, that old castles like this tend to have secret, walls and stuff like that?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, we don't have any of those kind of classic movies yet, but I don't know if there, any books where maybe they had that kind of stuff.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Then as I'm kind of going in, you said there are torches on sconces, I'm guessing. As I pass the sconces, every once in a while, or when I'm passing them, I'm gonna kind of reach out and kind of tug at them a little bit, see if they'll open up a secret passageway or something.
Okay. Yes, you do that. You're yanking the sconces. It doesn't seem to open anything up.
Well, some kind of castle. Should be a secret passage that leads to here in case of invaders and stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, they would probably have had stuff like that in storybooks, I imagine. I mean, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
It was legit.
And I mean, a lot of those movies that have that kind of stuff are based on those storybooks. So
yeah, you don't activate any kind of secret passageway.
all right, well then I'll just keep going to the main room.
Okay.
Those dragons, how high up are those statues?
They're tall, but they're like feet because they're up like this. Their feet are probably just above your head, and then the dragons raise up higher than that.
Could I possibly reach the eye?
Not without climbing. It's probably a good 10 or 12 feet above your head.
All right, I'll save that then. I'm not gonna climb up right now.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you guys move forward into the next part. You walk through into the second room. Cobwebs, like I said, are hanging from dust-covered columns in a great hall. This thing is about 60 feet deep by about 60 feet. So it's basically about 60 by 60. But directly off to your left, you're seeing a very large, 20-foot wide staircase going up. To the right, which is where you hear the music coming from, it opens up into another kind of a chamber room, or it's kind of actually part of this room still. And you see some passageways running off if you were to move in that direction. I'm assuming you have your flashlights out now because it's dark. Well, no, it's not dark in here. So you can actually see down there. Let me just see what you see there. Torchlight flutters. Yeah, so you're looking to your right, which is where you hear the music. So to your left, I'll just go down the room. So to the left, you see the giant staircase, double wide staircase going up. Directly in front of you is another set of double doors, which are closed. And to your right, the room kind of extends another 30 or so feet, and it's kind of the same cobwebs and flickering torches. But on basically what would be the east wall, so kind of to the right of you, there's another double door, and to the west wall down this area, you see actually a little a hallway coming off. Yeah, that's basically what you see. So you got 1, 2, 3. You basically have 3 ways that you could go, and then if you were to go to the right, that gives you 2 more options. And the right is where the music is coming from. So if you want to go towards it, that's where you go. If you want to go away from the music, you got straight ahead or you got left.
Are we going
dark is it in here?
to or away from him? I asked.
I mean, we're here to shoot him, so I guess we need to follow the music.
Okay.
How dark is it in here, Daniel?
I mean, it's a big area, but there's torchlight, so it's not, it's not super bright, but you can see. It's like there's like pools of light.
And I think I kind of want to get out my handgun and my flashlight, and have my gun and my flashlight like pointing together. Rather than just having pools of light, I think a beam of light lighting up an area would be better.
Okay. Cool. So yes, this room is, as you're looking around, it's got cracked and faded frescoes. Like I said, staircase to your left. The big doors in front of you are made of bronze. I should point that out. The wide staircase, and like I said, the to the south, which is your right, that you hear the music. And you see, actually, as you're looking around, that on these columns, there's gargoyles, like you saw outside, except smaller. The ones that are on the outside of the castle are very large.
All right. Well, with my flashlight and my pistol out, I will lead the way down the hall where the organ music's coming from.
Towards the music? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's all right. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, a dark and forbidding hallway runs into the darkness. Besides that opening, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open. A steady, bright light escaping through the openings. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall.
I want to lift the mask of the statue, make sure there's no one in the suit of armor.
Okay. Yeah. So you go up to this suit of glistening plate armor. You lift it up, and it's empty. There's nothing inside.
All right.
The butler's in there. No, it's empty.
All right. Well,
it's a little unusual because most of the stuff in here is decaying and covered in cobwebs, and this particular suit of armor is beautifully polished, but there's nobody inside of it.
Well, he sure does like his armor. It's not going to stop a round from a bullet. Well, let's keep going.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Dark hallway or doors with music?
Doors with music.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I crashed out, so I missed how we got started down the hallway. So I'm just coming along for the ride. I'll figure it out.
All right. There's organ music playing, and you're following.
Yeah, I heard that part.
You're just following the music, basically.
Sweet.
So you open up the door. The door's cracked, so you pop it open. This is a magnificent 40-foot square room, brilliantly lit by 3 massive crystal chandeliers. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table stands covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with delectable foods of every type. Roasted beast basted in savory sauces, roots and herbs of every taste, sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you. So there's enough food for that. With fine, delicate china and silver. At each place, there is a crystal goblet filled with amber liquid whose delicate fragrance tantalizes your senses. At the center of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling like mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that offers in its tone greatness and despair. Seated before the keys, its back toward you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and a deep silence fills the dining hall. The figure slowly turns towards you.
Well, looks like we got our man.
I reach up and pull my hat or my helmet off, and since we're at a supper table, I reach to pull it off like this, You know, like you should when you're at a table or
Okay.
whatever, or when you're greeting somebody.
All right. Yeah, he turns towards you. And he says, welcome. Sit, enjoy.
Is this Strahd?
We don't know.
Oh,
But it's
thought
the
we-
guy we
I
fought,
thought-
right?
yeah. Is it the guy we fought? Because they said that was Strahd.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Oh,
Yep. It looks like him. I mean, as far as you can tell, he's dressed the same. I mean, it was kind of dark.
he's Barovians. They all look alike.
He says,
Oh man, you can't say that. That's not cool. That's a little racist, isn't
That's not cool.
enjoy the food. Enjoy the entertainment.
Huh?
Enjoy your last night.
Last night, huh?
How come you say last night, Count?
He looks at you. He says, well, would final night be better? Whoa.
So why feed us if you want to get rid of us?
Maybe the food's poison.
I don't want to get rid of you.
Who else then?
Eat. It is rude to show up and not eat at my palace.
It is rude not to answer question.
You've got a mouth for a woman.
It's rude to turn into a bat and fly the fuck away. I know that for sure. Where I come from, people don't just turn into bats and fly away in the middle of a fight. That's all I'm saying.
I think you are mistaken. A trick of the eye. A trick of the eye, and the lights go out. A fierce, bone-chilling wind rises up and roars through the hall, putting out all non-magical lights. But luckily, you have a magical light, which is a flashlight. You hear a screech of ancient hinges and a solid thud of many doors slamming all at once, all over the castle.
John goes,
The
God,
doors clang shut. The tired groans of aged drawbridge pulling up, and the bathroom is dark.
He pulled the bridge. And I turn around and look into the darkness.
Yeah, I mean, Crystal's character has a flashlight. Miller has a flashlight.
Oh, right, yeah.
But that's the only thing who can see. So where are you pointing the flashlight?
Is the food
I
still
was
there?
pointing it at him. I was pointing it at the organ because
Okay.
I mean I had my gun and everything aimed towards him. You know.
All right, that's fine. So if you had it pointed at him, then you're lighting up the organ now, and you probably saw. Roll a d6.
Okay. Let me find my mouse here. 6.
There was the when the wind hit, like you blinked or something. You're not sure. You didn't actually see him turn into a bat, but he's not there.
Yeah. Okay.
John would have turned and said, "Damn it, man! Couldn't you at least let us get something to eat before you went and pissed the man off?"
You're the one who told me that you wanted to kill this guy. All right.
I mean,
I was all for just arresting him and bringing him back for war crimes or whatever.
who else has the flashlight other than Miller?
Well, I think everybody has a flashlight, but Miller was the only one who said they took it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take mine out and shine it around the room and see what else I can see. See if the food's still there.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Everything's exactly how it was. You notice as you're kind of shining around that the above the there's like tall. It's a very tall room. There's where the windows are. Many of them don't have any glass, and you suppose that's where the wind's coming from, and it just really gusts hard and put out the chandelier. But otherwise, the food is still there. The man is gone, but everything else is as it was.
Okay. So, are there like candelabras and stuff on the table?
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk over and see if I can light one.
Okay, you can. You have a zip.
And I'm just gonna start lighting them up, and I'm gonna just kind of mention. I'm gonna say, I don't think that we're gonna be able to deal with this guy the way we would a normal man. So, sorry. That was my phone.
We're in
Sorry.
advance.
So, I'm starting lighting, I would say, honestly, I say we play the game with him. If he wants us to sit down and eat, then let's just sit down. He don't want us to be rude. Let's not be rude. Sit down, have something to eat.
Oh, now you want me to use my charmer skills. You see, I've already shot at the guy now and pointed a gun at him in his own house. How do you think I'm going to win him back from there?
I pull out a chair and sit down with hesitation, and I say, "Don't you think it's maybe a little too late for this?"
I'm gonna light a candelabra and I'm gonna grab a plate and I'm gonna stick a big hunk of meat on the plate with a fork, start cutting it off.
Yeah.
And
Rob's
I'm
going to do the
sit
same.
down
Put
and
my
kick
gun away.
back. See if he
Is
comes
there
back.
is there any shepherd's pie?
Yes, because that's delicious.
Yeah, Miller will do the same. I'll sit down as well.
There's definitely all manner of food, but most of it is unusual to you. I mean, you kind of get the gist of what it is, but it's not anything that you know. Like, it seems a little. It's not shepherd's pie, you know.
It's like going to Europe for the first time, huh?
Exactly. So, yeah. So you sit down and eat. It's actually it's very good. Very good.
That drink that was already in the goblet, right?
Mhm.
Is there like a bottle of wine around?
There's not a bottle of wine, but there are decanters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so is there like an extra glass?
No, there's exactly enough stuff for just you guys.
Okay. Well, whatever. I'll take a sip of whatever's in that goblet,
It's delicious.
and then I'll drink it. Fuck it.
It's a wine. You know, it's a, you never tasted wine like this before, but it's you can tell it's wine.
I'll call out, Strud, we're eating. Where you at, buddy?
You are a charmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So you're eating. I mean, it's good. You have your fill. The wind's let down a little bit, but it's still sleeting and not sleeting, with raining, drizzling rather, and the occasional flashes of lightning. And of course, you have plenty of light in here now because you set up your candelabras. And yeah, I mean,
Right.
you eat.
Well, that was delicious, but I don't think he's going to come back.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Well, I mean, you know, I can't blame the guy. I did point a gun at him after all.
Well, I know, but I mean, shooting him didn't work, so I figured that, just worth, like I said, worth a shot.
And
Maxwell's-
also, you're probably hungry, so I mean,
That also.
Maxwell's going to go over to the organ and see if he can figure out how to play it.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. Go ahead and roll d6.
Dun, dun, dun.
A 3.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So you're messing around with the organ a little bit, and you hit a couple of key strokes. You know, maybe trying to get a similar song that he was playing or something. It takes you a minute or so, and then when you hit a certain key combination, you hear like a, and the organ seems to move forward slightly.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I'll jump up from the bench now.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's attached to the wall. It's a pipe organ, so it moves off the wall a little bit.
Huh?
do we all notice this?
I guess if you were standing over there while I was doing it, maybe I noticed it. Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting at the table, so I don't know.
Probably nothing. It's pretty subtle. It only maybe moves forward like an inch or so.
Yeah, I would say probably not unless you were looking right at it. Excuse me.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking maybe we should just not kill this guy. I mean, after all, the guy can turn into a bat. and fly away. There's no telling what other kind of magical powers he has.
They said we can't leave.
Yeah, well, what do they know? They said a lot of stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Did you want to investigate that further, right? Or
Oh no, he would just jump up from the bench and just go back to the main table like nothing happened.
um,
You're not going to admit you broke the pipe organ? Might cost too much money.
maybe. So yeah, so you guys finish your food, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you want to hang out, but you're there for, let's say, an hour to eat and take your time, drinking some wine, and nobody comes back.
Okay.
It's now about, it's probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night at this point.
Tell you what, places like this, I read in those books, they have like throne rooms where you go meet the king, right? Let's go see if he's in the throne room.
Well, I mean, obviously we're going to have to search the place, so. But
Is it still dark throughout the castle?
Yes, you want to leave this room now? Or are you going to?
Yeah.
no, he asked, was it still, or I'm sorry, Miller asked, was it still dark throughout the castle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't know, but yeah, once you open the door, you'll see all the torches and stuff are out. It's completely dark now.
All right, and I'll take out my flashlight. But I'm actually not going to take out my pistol this time to aim it, and I'm going to shoulder my rifle. And I'll call out Lord Shrod. We enjoyed your meal, as you asked us to do on our final night. We assume you're going to set us up with some accommodations. Place like this, got to have some really nice places to sleep.
Yeah, I think the point you made earlier about the whole shooting at him thing, I think the game is on now.
Yeah, you know what? You know what though? Here's the thing. I've recovered from weird situations.
Also a point. John's going to unsling his rifle, and I guess common sense would say that if there was a main chamber, it would probably be toward the center of the castle. So I'm going to try and figure out which exit from the room would take me in that direction.
Well, there's only one exit at this moment. There's the just the doors that you came through. Yeah, there's no other way out of this room that you can see. Yeah, as you pull the doors open, you actually hear and you see some torches and you hear some talk. And as soon as you pull the door open, you see four what kind of look like villagers or farmers or something coming towards you with torches. And then they start screaming, "Burn the devils! Burn the devils!" And they're coming towards you.
I would raise my rifle, but not fire, and take
Burn the devil! Burn him!
And tell them to hold right there, or I'll shoot.
Burn the devil!
Maxwell looks behind them to see where the devil is.
They're coming toward us, right?
Yeah, they come towards you. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Burn! Burn!
And so they don't slow down at all, huh?
Nope.
Well, then
They have no idea.
I reckon I'm going to take me a shot at one then. Maybe.
Nice. All right, good.
Trying to think, should I try and kill him or should I try and wing him? Like leg shot him. All right, so I'm going to take a shot, but I'm going to say try and take one of them alive, and then I'm just going to take a shot.
Oh, you're gonna shoot to kill them?
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell everybody, try and take one of them alive, but the first one that I shoot, I'm going to try and just take him right out.
Okay.
What is up with you and instantly shooting every time?
That's the only thing I've got. I don't have a pistol. I don't have.
I mean, it's just so unsoldier-like.
It's exactly soldier-like. I'm in an enemy building being attacked by people with torches.
I'm just saying, soldiers are trained with like certain escalations, but whatever.
He's a ranger.
Yeah.
Right there, shoot him.
Every World War II movie, show, everything I've ever seen, when they get attacked, they fucking shoot back. So
I mean, I guess in World War II, I guess they could have been trained differently. I don't know, but like in modern day, I've had friends that like
Okay.
they
That's
told
okay.
me.
We don't need to discuss this right now.
Anyway.
We're in the game now.
Yeah, sorry.
That's not
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Shoot the
so
villager.
9 plus 4, so that gives me 13.
Yep. Damage.
Shit. Well, that's only. I'm gonna get a 5 because I rolled a 1 on the damage, so it's 5.
Okay. Yes, you pop this villager, directly in the chest, and he just drops. He drops towards the other 3 scream, "The devil's minions!" and they throw their torches like in your general direction as they run through the darkness. And you kind of hear them like tripping and falling and shit, and they very run into a column. Then they're out of your view, unless you want to shoot them as they're running away, I suppose.
Oh no.
So their torches are sputtering on the ground now.
Shoot more innocent people. Are you sure, man? I got plenty of ammo if you just want to go
I got plenty
take
of
out
my
that whole little town we saw earlier.
I'll take care of it on my own. Thanks. So John would turn back and tell everyone, I think they were coming after Strahd and not us.
Yeah, with the devil thing. Makes sense. That's what they were calling them earlier. Anyway, let's try and find the throne room.
Well, the devil made him do it.
Okay, so yeah, so you walk past the villager. You can see now that it was an old lady.
Oh man, you're gonna sleep good tonight with that one.
Yeah,
under your belt.
What?
Yeah. So as we do that, let's take a 5-minute break. As we're shooting civilians, and we'll come back in 5 minutes. There we go.
I'm back.
Give me a minute, guys. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm back.
Me too. Rush needs a minute. We should just go on, he said.
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just really quickly.
I'm back as well.
And Russia's not going back for a bit. Okay, we'll just keep going. On you back?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, you better be.
So we are in. Map.
So we'll just assume that Rush's character is crying over the body of the woman he just shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if as you're exploring, if he pops back up, then he's just in the back somewhere. So we're not overly worried about it. So you guys are in that like kind of the offshoot of the larger room where you came in and you made a right. And it was like that area with the alcove with the statue and the kind of the dark corridor. So you can go down that dark corridor, which you haven't explored, or you can go back to that room with the gargoyles in the center.
All right. Well, those bronze doors, there were those big bronze doors, remember? That's probably where the throne room is, right? So I say we head back towards them, which would be back towards the gargoyles.
Yeah, it was in that room. Okay. Okay, so you start heading back towards that room. Now it's dark, of course. It had torches in it before. And as you kind of come in the room, you hear fluttering sounds, and the gargoyles drop from the ceiling. So roll initiative.
Who?
Crystal.
Okay. 5.
Okay, you go first. These things start swooping down towards you. You've got, I mean, obviously you go back the way you came. To your directly in front of you, as it would be right now, is that giant staircase. To your right is the bronze doors. To your left is the doors you originally came through when you came to the castle. And of course, these things are dropping from the gargoyles.
All right, then I will pull my handgun. I think that'd be the easiest thing to get to with my flashlight, of course, as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll pull my handgun and I will shoot at the first one that starts charging me.
Okay. Go ahead, take a shot.
18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
That hits.
6 damage.
Okay, nice. Boom! You shoot this stone gargoyle, and pieces of it go flying and shattering. Still coming though. How about right?
You said you broke up for me at first. You said there's another doorway that we haven't been through that we can go
There's the
to.
bronze doors. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to them and see if they're open.
Okay. You should be able to pull them open. They're not physically open, but you can pull them open.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then this round or whatever. Try to open it and get them open where we can just go through them.
Organized here. Okay, yeah, that's a K14. Just make sure that they can just open right up. I think they can. Yep. Yeah, you can do that. You pull them open, and you're looking down into a long corridor. What about pull up?
I would run after jeez. Tony's character.
Maxwell.
Yeah, sorry. And
He's a lot of names, so I keep calling him right, and the rest call him Matt.
and help pulling the door open. Let's go through door and close door.
Yeah, he pulled him open. You can run right past him if you want through the door.
Yeah, then I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So gargoyles swooping down. It's going to there's a bunch of them. I'm just going to put one each. The one's going to swoop down and try to take your handgun away, Crystal. So first, I'm going to roll to see if it hits you. That would hit. So we're going to make a contest of strength.
Okay.
So 16.
Nat 20.
Nice. All right. Yeah, it reaches down and tries to grab your gun. It tries to pull it away, but you are able to hold on to it.
With a nat 20, can I say that I shoot it?
And
Darn.
because I mean it's above your gun. If you could shoot in you could wish
Yeah,
to
yeah.
The one's going to swoop down though, because your character just pulled the door open, so you've got your gun kind of loose in your hands. Going to try to reach down, and swing down, and grab it, but it misses terribly. It slammed probably as you're opening the bronze door. It slams into the door. Here the wood, the stone hit it, and it slams, and then it falls to the ground and it flutters off. And next round, initiative, Tony.
All right.
Okay, so
I had a 1.
yeah, all right, roll again.
A
6.
2.
Okay, they're gonna go first. So the gargoyles are gonna swoop at you one more time before you get a chance to get through the door. First one against the handgun. Okay, so roll a strength test there.
Okay.
I got a 2 this time, so it's unless you roll a 1, you're not gonna.
9.
Okay, perfect. You doesn't take it, and the one against Tony's this is again that one cannot get to you. Tony keeps hitting the wall. Yeah, so these things slam against the wall, or just can't get the thing from you. But you can see him kind of swooping down as Rush's character runs past you all into the hallway. Yeah, you can get into that hallway if that's where you want to go now. Unless you want to fight the gargoyles, it's up to you.
Can I like run into the hallway and like take one last shot at him?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Do it.
13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Well, it ricochets off the stone. Not even chipping it.
All right, makes sense. I'm like running and gunning.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Look at my map and my thing at the same time. So you burst through the door and slam it shut behind you, and you are looking into this long, dusty hall leads eastward into the dark heart of Ravenloft. Statues line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch as you pass. So these are statues of like nobles and just regular people. It's a long corridor. A flashlight goes pretty far, so you could probably almost see the end of it. It's about 80 feet down to the end, and there's another set of double doors. But other than the statues that you're walking past, you don't see anything else in this corridor.
Should I roll to see if I need to reload?
Yes, you should if you shot your gun.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
I give the statues a cursory look. They're not moving, right?
It's hard to say. Roll a d6.
Oh boy. A 1.
You don't think so? No.
I'm still not happy.
Do they have gems in their eyes?
They do not. They're dusty and they're kind of regular statues. They're marble and they're probably very valuable if you were going to carry a giant statue around, but
No. I'm good.
they do not have gems.
Okay. I'm gonna I kind of want to grab their arms and stuff as I walk by them, kind of like try and twist their heads, see if I can, I'm gonna be trying to see if I can open a secret passage for us.
Okay. There's a lot of them. You want to do it to every one of them?
Just whichever ones I'm walking past.
Okay. You check them, periodically as you go through different heads, and some you twist their arms, some you try to grab what's in their hand or whatever. Nothing seems to open up or whatever. But you do end up at a door at the end. It's not so secret, but there's a door there.
Okay. So I will have my flashlight and my gun, with the combo. So I'm aiming the flashlight and the gun in the same place. And I'll look at Maxwell and motion for him to open the door.
Oh yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay, cool. So Maxwell pulls the door open, and you're looking into you put the flashlight in so you can look around. Look into a very, very large room. Let's see. A dim-colored light that filters through the broken and boarded up stained glass windows. So the old light when the lightnings go off. It's nighttime right now. So illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. Pews and benches lie about the floor in jumbled disarray, coated with centuries of dust. Beyond the debris, lit by a single piercing shaft of light, an altar, so this must be moonlight, an altar stands upon the platform. The light falls directly on a small statue. A figure is draped over the altar. A figure is draped over the altar. Is draped over the altar. Okay. This room seems as though nothing is disturbed in centuries.
How can you be draped over the altar?
Yeah, there's a body basically draped over
Why
the altar.
don't you say that?
I read the box text.
Can we see who it is?
You're pretty far away from it, but you can see it's a figure. They're like 60 feet away. You get closer if you like.
I'm gonna slowly put my gun away, and I'm gonna say, Strahd, is that you, Lord?
The figure is wearing robes, like big heavy covery robes. He's not dressed the same way as Strahd was dressed.
You never know. He could have changed clothes. I mean, I've seen the man turn into a bat and fly away. I'm not gonna doubt that he could change clothes.
Yeah, no, the figure does not respond.
I'll get like a little closer. I'm still gonna have my flashlight, and I mean, like I'm kind of like putting my gun away, but I'm like I still have my hand on like the handle, like I'm ready to pull. I'm like kind of trying to put it away, kind of trying to trust, that maybe something bad isn't about to happen.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you get closer with the flashlight, you can see that this figure is clearly dead, mostly because you can see the hand reaching out of the robes, and it is mostly a skeleton. I mean, there's some like flesh still kind of dried, like almost mummified flesh still on it, but you see bones sticking out, and it seems to be have its hand wrapped around a small statue. It looks
looks like this guy takes his prayer devotion very seriously.
Does he look like a priest?
All you see is basically a pile of robes in a hand. If you want to flip them over or something, you can.
I mean, he looks like a skeleton with a robe on. Looks like he just died there.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he look like he's dressed
like
like the guy that was in town?
No. I mean, yes and no. Like, I mean, he's definitely dressed like some kind of a priest, but he's not dressed like that kind of priest. Like, definitely a different kind of priest.
Maybe some kind of devil worshiper or something.
What's on the altar? Is it like just a basic thing, or is there weird shit on it?
No, the altar itself is just basically a simple stone slab, just like it was in the other church. The only thing that's on it is this statuette. That's
what does it depict?
It's like a dragon, basically. It's about a foot tall by about 6 inches across. It's made of silver, it looks like. And it looks like a little dragon. Kind of like the dragons that you saw in the first room.
So it looks valuable?
It definitely looks valuable. I mean, it's silver. Or it looks like it's made of silver.
Does it look like a centerpiece of the altar? Like, is it like, the cross and Jesus would be?
Probably that type of thing, yeah.
Well,
I mean, not that it's connected to the altar, but it's a symbol of the religion.
That thing looks pretty ornate. I bet we could fetch a pretty price for it. What do you boys think?
We're not here for treasure. We're here to...
No, we're not here for treasure, but we're here and there happens to be treasure. That's all I'm saying.
How close are you getting to it?
Huh?
How close are you getting to it?
I would say I'm probably about 5 foot back or so now. However far I was when I realized it was just a skeleton,
Okay. So, you probably realized it was a skeleton when you were about 10, 15 feet back. So if you get within about 5 feet of it, strangely enough, like as long as you've been really in this whole area, but definitely in this castle, there's been like this creepy, crawly feeling on your skin, like there was something, very bad. And as you get closer to this dragon, you feel more like relieved and comfortable.
Besides, this thing makes me feel good. So, we could call it medical. That's what I think. Yeah, we could just call it a medical thing. take it with us.
I look at it and back at Miller, and I grip my rifle pretty hard. I don't point at him, but I just grab it at my side, and I say, if you carry this around and you risk our lives because you are weighed down with it, you will learn what women can do to men, and it's not a good thing.
Oh, sugar, I promise you, I've already had lots of women, show me what they can do to men that ain't good. But if I was to bring this back with me and sell it for a little bit of money, maybe you'd be willing to show me what you can do that is good.
I spit on the ground and turn the back to him. Is there another door?
There is. So now you're standing close to the altar. You turn around. You can actually see that there's not so much doors, but there's two alcoves coming. They're on the. You came from the west, basically, and on that wall with the double doors that you came through, there's two alcoves, spread out, like the doors in the center of the room, and they're out here because the room's very large, and the alcoves they're dark. So once you get closer with flashlight or whatever, you can't really see anything.
Yeah, I say too. I think Farrier had one out as well, right? So I say, okay, could you point at this? And I point at one of the alcoves.
I'll shine my light over there.
Okay. One or two. I mean, just doesn't really matter. But there's two. Which one?
Whichever one she points at.
Two.
Okay. This okay, so it opens up into. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. Let's grab it from the other direction. You look. It looks like it goes in a little bit, and then it looks like there is a staircase, a spiral staircase.
And I point at the other one.
Through this one, you see also a staircase, but not spiral.
Did we see from the outside when we were standing in front of the castle? Could we see a little bit of the layout? Was it just like a bunk or not a bunk, like a main building and towers on it, or was it different?
Yeah, it was basically one large building with towers.
Okay.
You could see anyways from where your position was here.
Okay.
Because you didn't go around the whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Much, yeah. But there's definitely towers coming up out of the main building. So what do you want to do? You got dead worshiper with statue. You've got two alcoves, one with a spiral staircase and one with a regular staircase. Both going up, I should say.
Out of character. So our goal was to get that woman in.
Yeah, that was your mission. Yeah.
Exactly. And we thought it was the girl we met in the manor, but she wasn't, and that probably the Count has another one of the same name.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Okay.
You were looking for a certain name, and she said that's me, but you didn't believe her. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if a farrier will check one of those staircases, and I'll check the other. I'd like to see if there's any dust, or if there's one seems to be more used than the other.
Okay.
I'll check the straight one. That way I can move up and check for ambushes as I go. It'd be easier to do that than on the spiral one.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So you guys go up. Roll d6s to see like an investigation.
A 1.
Oh, nice. So immediately as you approach, you actually see on either side of the door, probably makes you start, 8-foot tall, shadowy figure. But as you kind of like look and put your flashlight at it, you see that it's a statue made of stone. It is a 8-foot tall man, very, very muscular. It's a nude, basically. But
Yeah, I hollered, Miller and say, "Here's your statue you can haul off."
And actually, Rush, you see the same. You both in both of the alcoves, they have these statues on either side.
Is it like a well muscled figure?
Yeah. Yep. In the hold on, 16. So in the one that Tony's character went into. Actually, the one the ones that you're looking at, Tony, are actually have blades. They have swords, but otherwise they're nude. So they've got like crossed swords.
Do they have genitalia?
Yes.
How big is the genitalia area?
Like proportionately correct for an 8-foot tall person.
Okay. Yeah. Then Miller will say, "Yeah, it looks like they modeled these after me."
Another spitting sound from one corner of the room.
So yeah, the spiral staircase. I mean, obviously it's a spiral staircase, so you can't see very far with the kind of pointing up, and it looks like it goes up pretty far. The other staircase goes up maybe like about 20 feet or so, and then it looks like it flattens out, but you can't really see because you're on the bottom of the stairs.
Are we going to be going that way then?
I don't know. You tell me. So you have two options: spiral staircase up, or you've got actually
Miller's.
Actually, the spiral staircase actually goes. Spiral staircase goes up. It does, but it also goes down. But as soon as you look down with the flashlight, you see it only goes down about 10 feet, and then it's actually blocked by a wall. Yeah.
There you go, Miller. Maybe you should go bang on the wall there and look for something hidden.
And actually,
there might be.
Being an engineer, Tony, because it's the one that you're looking at. This wall does not match the rest of the construction. It looks like a new wall, like relatively new. It's not brand new, but.
No, I'd point that out, and then those definitely to the rest of them.
Well, maybe there is a secret there then, huh? Maybe these stairs like go up and down or something, or maybe they open up some more.
Well, that.
Oops.
I'm gonna go down to the bottom stair, and yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of maybe kick at the bricks and kind of like poke at the bricks with my hand,
Yeah, I mean, you investigated for a little bit, banging and moving around and stuff. It seems pretty solid. There doesn't seem to be any way to get past it without smashing through it or something.
Well, maybe we can find some picks or something around here. Either way, maybe we should just go up for now. What do you guys think?
I look a little bit spaced out into the darkness, and I mutter, "Where would he keep a woman?"
In a tower.
Like in the fairy tales, huh?
In his bed chamber. I mean, he likes biting women. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm. What do
Either
you
way,
think?
we can go up here. Maybe he would keep her up here.
Michelle says in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, I mean, yeah, a bed chamber, or I would say if he's trying to keep her captive, she would probably be in a tower, as that's usually what they do in a castle.
Or a dungeon.
Yeah.
Let's go up the spiral.
Anyway, yeah, let's go up the spiral and see what's up here. Because the only thing back there are those gargoyles.
Okay.
Would we know that they're called gargoyles?
Yeah. Architectural design.
Yeah, so the only thing back there are those living gargoyles.
So going spiral or straight?
Spiral.
Yep.
Spiral.
So the spiral goes to circular staircase to the west. Staircase is okay, 18. There it is. I was trying to figure out what number it was.
Okay.
This large gray flagstones and the spiraling staircase lead up and down around a 20-foot wide stone core. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. See, it's hard to see beyond you. Heavy beams sag overhead from centuries of weight. So if you follow it up, a couple of, let's see, so that would be a floor. You go up where you feel like is approximately 2 floors. And you see that there's kind of a crack in the wall. I mean, there's no entrance, but there's like a crack in the wall that you can see through. You can't fit, though. It's only about 1 inch wide. Can you actually see anything through that? That's the question. Take the map. Let me do it this way. Get this map out. Okay, no, that's actually okay. So you go up, reading the wrong part of it. Just below 17. Goes past vertically to 59. So you follow this thing up a lot. It actually goes really high with no breakaways at all. Sorry, I gotta see where 59 is, guys. Sorry, this map is very confusing. Use map 10. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, so literally you follow this thing up about 300 feet or so, and eventually you pop out at the top of the tower. The spiraling staircase finally ends in a 5-foot wide walkway that circles the shaft. In the center of the tower's highest floor, a 15-foot diameter hole drops into the cold heart of Ravenloft itself. Cold air rushes up from the shaft's hitting, chilled through every bone. You see arches slits on the walls, and aging beams support a steep roof. So there's like a little roof on top. One beam and part of the roof has fallen away, leaving a gaping hole. So you're looking out at the sky. So essentially you climb this tower all the way to the top. And you're kind of at the top of the tower. I mean, you can look out arrow slits if you want to see the grounds, but there's really no other way to go. There is basically, this the staircase was wrapping around, like this, and you're kind of like looking down into what is it, like a well, for lack of a better word, that drops through the whole center of the tower.
Well, Miller, there's no Rapunzel up here.
Yeah, but there's nobody up there though.
So the well goes down in the center of the tower?
Yep.
Maybe we could lower some rope down that well. Maybe there's something down there. I mean, that'd be a good place to keep someone, right? Down in a hole in the ground?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not technically in the ground because you're at the top of a tower. It's the center of the tower,
Oh, right.
and
Sorry.
you're some 300 feet above the ground right now.
Yeah,
I mean, it might go
I
below
can,
beyond that, but you don't know that.
and I can shine my light down right, and I can't see the bottom.
No, definitely not. Your flashlight doesn't go that far.
All right. Well, we might need other flashlights. I don't want to drop my flashlight to see how far it is. I don't think I would have anything just on my person to throw down there. Someone hand me your wallet.
Weren't there torches or something on the walls, or
We're downstairs if you want to go back down.
not
The
really?
yeah. Does anyone have a wallet?
Not to throw down.
Well, we can hear when it hits, and then we'll know about how far down it is.
Is there something lying around, like a pebble or something?
I mean, we're in a tower.
I mean, the part of the roof is collapsed, so you could pull some wood.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So if we can get a shingle down or something, just toss it down that hole and see how long before it hits the ground. For every second, it's like 10 feet or something like that.
I mean, it's you're not. Well, yeah, I do have an engineer. So let me just check something.
Oh yeah, because the average person wouldn't really know that. Well, I don't know. We're trained soldiers. They could have taught us that. I don't know.
You figure it's far. It's at least as tall as you climbed up, if not more. It's hard to exactly tell,
Okay. Well, I don't think that there's anything down there. I mean, we could probably just climb down there, and it would just be, we would just get stuck or something.
Yes,
It probably just goes down to the bottom of the stairs, and that's it.
Let's return to the other staircase, maybe.
Unless it leads down to the other staircase, the new one, the one that should kind of be there. That's also a possibility. But then we'd just be going down to the first floor, really. So I don't think that would help us, would it? Assuming it led down to the first floor. It's just where those creatures were at.
Yeah, you figure it goes at least as deep as you climbed. I mean, again, you don't know exactly how tall you climbed. You don't know.
So yeah, so we might as well just climb back down this and then go up that straight staircase. Is everyone else awake or?
Yeah.
And this
Just
is a
barely.
very confusing map, so I'm just you're jumping all around the castle.
Oh no, I'm trying to get the others to see if they approve or not.
Yeah, the other staircase. That's fine by me.
Okay, so you go back down to the staircase. And let's see. That's 29. All right, come back into the chapel. The dead worshiper is still there. Yeah, so as the statue, nothing's changed. Come back around into 29. All right, so you because this is a regular staircase going up. It's of old wood. Climbs up the stonework shaft. creaking and groaning. Climbs to 28. This long balcony overlooks. Okay, so basically what happens is you climb. Okay, I understand now. So you climb up this stairs like this, and then it turns, and then it climbs up, and you come out onto a balcony overlooking the chapel. So this long balcony overlooks a vast rubble-strewn room. 2 large ornate thrones stand in the middle of the balcony, covered with dust. So they're facing out over the thing, so you're seeing the back of these thrones. Yeah, so you got to basically you come up onto a balcony, looking down over the. I mean, you can immediately tell, even though you can't see it yet because you're just in the doorway. Looking down over the room that you just came from, over the chapel, and there's 2 thrones, and you're behind them.
There's your throne room, Miller.
Well, a throne area at least. Lord Strahd, are you around? We seem to have gotten lost in your palace, and I do apologize for that. Sure, your cleaning lady will, not appreciate extra foot stomps around the place.
Maybe his quarters will be close by.
It's a good idea, darling.
There's no answer.
Are there any other doors or anything from where we are?
Nope. You're just looking at. You're basically on a balcony. Like if you could imagine, if you go to like a fancy theater and you go up into a box seat, that's kind of what you're in. Except you're in the back. You haven't walked into it yet. You see it.
All right. I'm going to step as far back from the balcony as I can, in case someone tries to shoot up here or something as I speak. And I'm going to say, we're running out of options. And only, don't want to go back to them gargoyles. But the only other area that I could think of was that large hole. We could combine some rope together and climb down.
You really think there is something down there? I'm not sure.
Well, you remember how the spiral staircase, there was that new construction wall that the engineer here pointed out? What I'm thinking is if we went down that spiral, we would come out behind that wall. It's possible. Or it's possible that it's completely sealed off and it's a complete waste of time, but it's better than going back to those gargoyles.
That's very true. Yeah, let's check that out, I'd say.
Before you do the whole thing, I'll point out that I don't think you have rope.
I thought we did in our pack. I thought it was in our pack. We had.
I thought so too. We don't.
I don't know. I gave you a list of all the stuff you have.
You did, and rope is not in it.
Shit.
Yeah. So we'll just
Wow. Why would we not have? Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, because we're military. I don't think they have rope, but
I guess. Yeah.
If you were an infantryman, the only person in this group that would probably be carrying any length of rope would maybe have been the combat engineer.
Yeah, or maybe if you were airborne, you'd have rope.
Do we see some curtains or something anywhere?
Well, I mean, it's the hole's much deeper than curtains.
Yeah, but we can put them together.
No, you haven't seen any curtains. Nor even tapestries. You've seen the only cloth at all that you've really seen is the cloth of the dead gods over the altar. Everything's kind of been rotted. And this is a tablecloth, but you'd have to go back to the way you came.
Yeah. Either way, we have to go back to those gargoyles.
Oh, sweet.
We should have had a shotgun.
Can't we find a way to avoid fighting those? I would imagine. I mean, we know what gargoyles are, right? So just
Well,
There's
here's the
stone.
thing.
Yeah, come on.
Here's the thing.
I know what they are,
All
but
right.
they usually fly around. Yes.
Now, I noticed when they started swooping down, they actually never attacked me. They just tried to take my gun.
Oh.
What if we just surrendered our weapons?
What about
I mean,
not?
look, I'm not saying it's the best idea in the world, but what I am saying is that, we wanted to play Strahd's game, right?
Yeah, but not
Him
with
wanting
his
us unarmed.
rules.
Him
What
wanting
about
us
if we
unarmed is at least reasonable. Well, look, uh, Maxwell, you have that small revolver. Maybe you can hide that on you, and then we'll at least have one gun. And then I doubt he'll take our swords and our knives.
Why can't we just hide our weapons under our cloaks and such? No, honestly, I don't want to give up my weapons. That's not good.
I didn't know you were in a cloak. Is that part of the
Or we leave that room.
I thought it was a heavy crossbow reference.
No, it wasn't actually. No, but or we try to run just to the next room and close the door there again. Try to just fend them off.
All right. Well, I mean, they're probably going to keep grabbing at our guns, so
And we
you'll
should
have to
secure them.
it. Yeah, we'll have to secure our guns and just try and run through the next area. Maybe get to those big bronze doors. Again, that's where I think that Casimir would be.
Yeah.
Casimir.
you went to the bronze doors? That's what got you here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only
What?
the two paths you haven't gone that you've seen. One is up the giant staircase, and then the other one is that dark corridor that was across from the dining room. Otherwise, every place you've seen, you've gone.
How big was the hallway that led to the area with the dining room?
That's 20 feet wide, but the one coming off of it with the alcove next to it is 10 feet wide. And the
We
stairs.
could run down that one with the alcove. We could, and then that way, if the gargoyles come after us, it'll put them in a line for us.
Say again. I didn't get that.
Okay, so this is my idea. We go back down to where the gargoyles were.
Yeah.
We run towards that alcove that was only 10 foot wide. And then if the gargoyles come after us through that alcove, they'll have to stand in a line to get to us. And it'll make it easier for us to shoot them.
If they even take damage. But
Well, I blew a chunk out of one earlier.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure if you blow enough chunks out of them, I mean, even if they're magical, you could knock their arms off and, their heads and their legs.
True. What was it? A chunk of stone, or was it? Or didn't he see?
Yeah, it was stone.
mean, it looked like stone to me. Felt like stone when it hit the ground around me.
Okay. Oh dang!
And bullets can blast through stone. So maybe that's our best bet.
What do the other two
surrender
think?
our weapons. I don't think there's any other choice.
Yeah. What do the other two think?
Yeah, I say we run back. Just run through there and run back to the dining room area.
Dining room?
Or that because you said there's a big staircase there. Staircase there.
The staircase is actually before that. When you go into the room with the gargoyles, the staircase would be now to your right. It was to your left when you first came in.
Yeah, let's just take off running and run up the staircase.
And fight there, or just run run?
No, just keep running. Don't fight them.
Okay. In the hopes of finding a door to shut them out again.
Yep.
Okay. I think I like that better.
Okay.
All right.
So you're going to go into the room with the gargoyles, and you're going to basically run to the right up the giant staircase, which you have not explored yet. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So as soon as you open the doors, immediately you hear the fluttering of the gargoyles dropping down. So go ahead and roll initiative and see if you can get out of the room before they even get a chance to attack you. Who's going first? So you can just roll. Okay, I'm just gonna say because you made a 7. All right, they got a 3. 3.
I got a 5.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
You guys go first. So you rush through and you hear them starting to flutter, but they don't get down too quick enough, and you start huffing up the stairs. And you run. They go up about 30 feet total, but they go up and they turn to the left, and they open up into massive stairs, rise into a landing 20 feet wide by 40 feet long. Stone arches support a ceiling covered in frescoes 20 feet overhead. The frescoes' faded lines depict the stone mountain atop which Raveloft stands, being taken by armored forces on horseback. The faces of the characters in the fresco are scratched beyond recognition. Dust floats in the air here, making it difficult to see. There is a staircase on each side of the 20-foot wide south wall. There is a staircase on each side of the 20-foot wide south wall. Okay, that's something. There are 2 alcoves between the staircase. Okay, so there's 2 staircases and there's 2 alcoves. Light filtered through the dust shows 2 suits of armor covered with dark stains, one standing in each alcove. Each set of armor holds a mace that is designed to look like a curved dragon's head. There are engraved words on the arches above the alcoves, but they're scratched out. So basically, you come up and you can see on the south wall, which is more or less in front of you, come up and you turn. There's 2 staircases going up, and there's 2 alcoves. So basically, the staircases are on either side, and there's 2 alcoves in the center, and each one of those has one of these armored knights.
Oh, great! Isn't this fantastic? I just love the idea. We're running from these gargoyles, and we get to the top, and then we just stop and go, "Oh man, look at this nice alcove and the frescoes that are etched into the wall. It looks like their faces have been scratched off here."
Well, that's just the overview of the room. If you haven't really investigated it, that quickly. So you see these guys. What do you want to do? Or they're not guys per se. They're suits of armor.
Just run by.
Yeah, just run
Maybe
to the closest door if there's a door.
There's 2 staircases going up, left and right.
Left staircase.
All right, who's going first?
I will, since I'm talking. 5.
Okay, so as you take the step onto the first stair, just in front of the staircase, the armored figure comes out with his mace and swings.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you just duck it and you're up the stairs. It then slides back to where it was. You guys hear a clicking sound. You're all running together, so I'm going to say that you can all get past it before it has a chance to kind of come back out again. So you're running up the stairs now.
Mm-hmm.
So up the stairs you go.
Mm-hmm. Quickly.
2K25. K25. Okay. You break off into this room. This is map 4. Okay. Dim light from the courtyard falls into this room in jagged shafts through broken glass and iron frames of the large windows in the west wall. This immense room stands in chilly, brooding darkness. Hundreds of dust-thick cobwebs drape the room, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the windows are double doors in the east wall. Ornate door carvings are obscured by a thick layer of dust. Further south, a single door also leads from the east wall. At the far southern end of the hall, a huge throne stands atop a raised platform. The back of the throne is turned to the room. The staircase at both ends of the north wall lead down. Those are the ones you just came from. Okay, so I will read it all to you again once I get the dealio for you. Let me just check this. All right, so you come up the. I want to get the map so I can actually describe it because sometimes we're reading it isn't.
I just thought that we were all trying to look for a new way to go, And Tony's character never did tell us about the pipe organ.
Did what? Did not what?
He never told us about the pipe organ. There's been a new way to go the whole time. And he's
True.
never said anything about it. Watch that be the place that we have to go.
Okay, so. Oh, interesting.
Don't say that.
Okay, so you come into this room. Not before. I'm just going to describe it because the way that was described stuff is a little confusing. This is 20. Oh, all right, that makes sense. So you bust into this room, and immediately, directly in front of you, about 40 feet down, is a throne with its back to you. Okay? Behind the throne, there is a table, and on that table is something, but you have to go closer to find out what it is. To your left, which is the east wall, there's a double door, and then going a little bit further down that wall is another door. Yeah. So basically, you're looking at. Yeah, if you're looking into the room directly in front of you, you got throne. To your left, a double door. Further up, another door. And behind the throne, there's a table. Huge throne sits. The back of the throne is turned to the room staircase. Both. Yep, that's it.
All right. Then I will. Lord Strahd, we've been going around your beautiful castle, your maids and butlers have been very kind to us. Sir, are you in here?
No answer. It is quiet as a tomb.
All right, so where are we going now, guys?
There isn't. Is there no?
There's a throne with a table behind it, and there's something on the table. And there's two other ways out of here, two doors on these.
Oh, we have the
sorry,
gargoyles.
I meant to say that as I was talking. I meant to say as I was talking, I was going to be approaching that table, so I don't know if I get close enough to see what's on it. Because I'm thinking maybe Strahd's in the chair and I just can't see him. So
Yep.
Do we still have the gargoyles at our?
Not follow you, rather.
You broke up. Sorry.
Not follow you.
Okay.
Nope, they stayed in that room. They swooped down, and then when you got past them, they stayed. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was trying to figure out this. Okay.
Does he see what's on the table?
Yep, I'm trying to see what it looks like.
Oh.
Okay, it is the hilt of a sword. And actually, Miller, or hold on, actually two of you. Roll a d6, Tony, and roll a d6, Crystal.
All right. 4.
Crystal, d6.
oh, sorry, I was muted. 1.
Okay, so you see this hilt there, and then before you kind of blink, and it disappears. And you feel the weight of your saber that you have. It becomes much heavier. And when you look down, it is no longer a military saber, but a sword, a full long sword.
Yeah, he's going to draw it out, man, and
You
kind of
drop-
like look at it.
Okay. The blade is a form of crystal glass steel held in a platinum hilt and guard, and it glows with a dim blue light most of the time. What's most of the time? Yeah. Wow, okay. Okay, oh, that's why. Okay. So, yes, you can feel this sword. I mean, once you pick it up, it's interesting because you feel the weight of it. So you know it's a sword, but as soon as you pull it into your hand, it feels super light and very comfortable in your hand. And like I said, it has a soft glow to it. And the blade is essentially like translucent, transparent. It's made out of steel, or it looks like it's made of glass, but it's thin like steel.
What magic is this?
Yeah, it would appear that men can change into bats and military swords can change into medieval ones.
I nod slowly. You want to take it?
You
Oh,
recall?
I thought mine had transformed into it, right?
Yeah, your sword turned into it. Yep.
Oh man, I'm kind of not getting half of the stuff. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you think, anyways. Basically, Miller was walking up to the table and maybe even said, "Oh, it's the hilt of a sword," or you saw it, and then it disappeared. And at the same moment, Wright felt a weight on his side, and he realized his sword turned into a sword. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, his sword turned into it, and you remember. You all have like this simultaneous flashback of the woman in the tavern and what she said. The object lying across of Diaz behind the throne. If Strata, the diamond blesses you with your skills here, but bodes poorly for your protection. This card is good for you. It's the card of power and strength, a victor's card. It tells of a weapon of light, a weapon with vengeance. A king's throne is the place to find this. So you kind of recall that this was foreseen by the gypsy in the tavern before you came into Barovia.
I look at Maxwell, eyes widening. You remember what she said?
Yes, it is coming back to me now.
Maybe, Miller, maybe we really can discard our weapons, even if we maybe shouldn't, but maybe can only be properly hurt by this weapon. And I point at Maxwell's side. Why does he keep this weapon here, now that I think of it? If it's a danger to him, why?
I don't nothing that man's doing makes there ain't nothing that this man does makes much sense.
Maybe he played too many Legend of Zelda games. Oh, wait, nope, that's out of reference. That reference to the century. Never mind.
The doors that are in the room, the two double doors and a single door, burst open, and the room is immediately filled with bats.
Oh, good.
You're kind of like swatting and whatever, and probably have to hit the ground or whatever. And about a minute goes by, and then they're suddenly gone.
Was that him?
At least one of them was, I'm sure. He's probably been listening to us this whole time, you know, them bat ears.
I nod. Where did they fly to?
It's kind of hard to say. Basically, they filled the room, and then you were kind of like blinded, like swatting, and all of a sudden you stopped, and they were gone. You didn't actually see them leave.
Did we hear a door close, maybe?
The doors are closed, yeah. Though you didn't hear it because you were overwhelmed by the bats.
Shit.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go through those doors, right?
The double door or the single door?
Double.
Okay. That goes into...
See what lies behind door number 2.
Okay. So massive double doors open into the quiet 10-foot wide section of a dark corridor from east to west. So it's a corridor that runs east to west. Both sides alcove. From both sides of the corridor, deep alcoves of darkness face each other with death-like silence, almost beyond sight, seeming to float within the alcoves of blackness. human figures can be made out. So actually, where are they? Oh, I see. Okay, so you come into this corridor, and directly across from you is another set of double doors, where when you look to your right and to your left at the end of the hallways are alcoves. And inside the alcoves looks to be, you can see shapes of bodies, but it's like beyond blackness there. Like it's darker than even the dark of the corridor. And if you were to shine your flashlight down there, the light almost gets absorbed into it.
Well, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can get closer to investigate it, but from where you are in the middle, your flashlight doesn't quite reach it.
What does it look like? It's just a long alcove?
Yeah, alcove on this. There's the alcove, and and there's some kind of a humanoid figure inside of it, or you can kind of make out the edge of a humanoid figure.
Yeah. No. There's a humanoid figure, and that humanoid figure seems to absorb my light.
Well, the alcove does. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm shutting the doors. I'm gonna say, nope, not in there. That's not the way we go. Single door.
Okay. I mean, there was another set of doors too, but okay. So you go back and go through the single door. Okay, so you open this up. This is a 30-foot square room. Dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room, and are scattered across the floor. In the center of all this clutter stands a huge accountant's desk, with the roll top. A figure crouches atop a tall stool, scratching a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. A rope hangs next to the creature, they call him. It's a dude, though, from a hole in the ceiling. So, there's a dude here that's scratching on a scroll inside this messy room. There's also a door behind him. He looks up.
Does he seem like a normal dude?
He's tremendously old and tremendously dirty, and he's got a really long beard and like long fingernails. Define normal.
Monsieur?
He looks up for a second, then he goes back to know what he's doing.
Monsieur, excusez-moi.
Yes, I'm busy.
I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. We seem to be a little bit lost. Could you direct us to the office of Lord Strahd?
The office?
Throne room? Place where he would reside currently.
Clearly, you must know where the throne room is, as you just came from it.
It's
I don't
true.
have time for this.
Monsieur, do you know of a girl living in this castle?
Oh, yes, there are girls living in this castle. Okay, you could say that.
What do you mean? And I walk in slowly, and I hide my weapon behind my back, and I just take a peek at his scroll.
Oh, you're gonna go to. It looks like just like numbers. It looks like accounting stuff, basically, but very confusing. He says, "Well, I don't know if living is the word exactly," and then he goes back to scratching.
You mean they are like him? Monsieur?
You're saying he kills women in the castle. That's what you're saying.
I don't have time to be interrogated. Why are you even here? Don't make me call security.
We have invitation for castle. We are here by the wish of the count.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Excusez-moi. Pardon.
Those who he invited never leave.
Oh, we heard this already. What does that mean?
Are you an accountant? Are you trying to take my job?
No. Never. You know, I'm not good with how you say numbers. Neither of us is.
No. I can
No.
promise you, sir, if there's one thing I don't understand, it's numbers.
So what do you mean nobody leaves?
He takes the women and kills the men. Well, he kills the women too.
I look back at the others
Takes the men.
and then back to him. So there is nobody alive in this castle aside from you and us at the moment.
And let's be honest, we're not even really sure you're alive.
Don't listen to Miller. He is creepy out. Creepy.
I'm clearly alive, sir.
Pardon.
I'm clearly alive.
We see, of course. So nobody alive aside from us, gentlemen and ladies in this room.
Not as far as I know.
Has there been a recent addition to the dead women?
I don't keep track of that. I don't even get told where all the treasure is. Why don't I know where the treasure is?
But this wouldn't this be important to accounting? No,
It would be. I should know. But he doesn't tell me everything.
I see. So faulty housekeeping.
So
Ah,
I should know where everything is. I know where some things are. I don't know where everything is.
so do you know where he keeps the women who are dead?
Yeah, I know. I know where he has a woman.
Where would that be?
And also, where does he keep some of his valuable treasure? Just as a, I mean, we're inspecting his security, and we need to make sure that his treasure is nice and secure. So where would
I
some of
look
that be?
over my shoulder and I just do the hand over the neck thing.
He says, I don't think he needs very much security, to be telling the truth.
So the women, where?
Well, Helga.
No, do you have someone with I in the name in the beginning? I forgot the name out of character. Inira in
Ivanka?
something like that.
Dang it.
Jeez, yeah, it's not in the event in
It's in
the
yours, yeah.
recent event.
Right, it's in yours now. Yeah, her name is Arena.
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 No. Helga.
No, Helga.
All right, I don't think he knows where Irina is. So,
No.
Okay.
Perhaps she is not here yet. It takes him many times to bring them. Usually he must bite them 3 times.
okay, now you say bite, like you mean literally, right? Like he literally bites them.
We seen he beat.
I just want to make sure.
Monsieur, so what exactly happens if you get beat? Will you be mentally ill a little bit, like not remember your old life? Lifey?
I don't know. I've yet to be bit. But those who are bitten must stay here forever.
Oui. Is there like a library in this castle?
There is the library. We have a great study.
See, oui. Where would that be?
Well,
DM checking map. So while he's thinking, I look back at the others. Maybe Arena is the arena we are looking for, and maybe she's just confused because of the bites. Maybe we can check library to see what happens if you're under his spell.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I love how the charmer's not like doing any charming.
well, all right. Let's see. How would you get there?
So I like. Is there an empty parchment?
He looks at you suspiciously.
Oh.
No. Why? I thought you weren't an accountant.
No, we would ask for a little makeshift map. Mappe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You probably have something. You could open up like a pack of cigarettes or something to make a map on it.
Yeah.
He's not giving you paper. He's not giving you paper.
So I ripped the paper out of my pack of cigarettes and I shove it over to him. Could you yes? Oui? This would be very helpful, you know.
Yeah, he will actually. He's going to. I just have to figure out how to get there.
And now,
Yes, it is.
would you desire us to maybe take you out of here if we manage? Or do you? I understand if you like your job and you would like to stay here, but you know.
I will say you are not the first to offer such a thing, but nobody's come back to get me.
But if we would, you would appreciate this.
He kind of looked at you, and then he just like scribbled on the piece of paper. Yes, and then he crosses it out.
He crosses it out?
Well, he shows you, and then he crosses it out, and he says, "There's eyes everywhere."
Is it long enough for me to remember what
No,
he?
He said yes.
No, what he wrote the map. I mean,
He hasn't made the map yet.
Oh, okay.
He just
Oh, no,
scribbled
no,
yes on
You
a
said
piece of paper.
yes.
Oh, dang
Yeah,
it.
he said yes. He would go. No, he's going to tell you. He can tell you how to get there, but you can make a map if you want.
Okay, cool.
All right. So basically, it's actually not that complicated, surprisingly.
Why does it take so long then?
Well, I had to figure out the best way to get that. I'm looking at.
I
see this map. I could make it complicated. So, in front of this throne, there is a secret door. You just pull the sconce with the torch. That's how you open up all the secret doors. I'm surprised
Robert
you haven't found any yet.
Robert is currently like fist pumping, like hell yeah.
Then you'll make a left, and you'll come to a set of spiral staircase. You'll go up one floor. No, yeah, you go to the top, and then you'll make a right and go through a door. And then in that room, you continue to go through a door on the opposite end, and that is the study. It's that simple. And he draws it for you, so you can go that way if you choose.
I put a hand on his shoulder if he lets me, and I say, "Merci, monsieur. We will be back if we survive."
He nods, and then he starts scribbling his stuff, and he's like, "Now I'm behind." He starts counting.
Oui.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like somebody's been right all along. I'm not going to say any names, Miller, but
Yeah, I just don't listen, and I look at the other two, and I say, "We, library. What do you think? We have to find solution for our mission goal."
yeah, let's go.
I'm just following orders. at this point.
Okay. So if you come out into the throne room, you definitely see there's some torch sconces on the wall in front of where the throne is.
And I'll look at Miller and I just shrug my shoulders.
Yeah, I'll go pull on one.
Okay. You feel a prick in your finger. Make a save.
Okay. Really?
Shit.
Okay.
The door doesn't open now, so just
What kind versus poison?
yeah, it's poison.
Okay.
Single save anyway.
Oh, well, it's just a saving throw. Yeah, that's right. I'm at a 14 over 11.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I didn't know if there was a bonus order. Yeah, so this thing pricks your finger, but apparently the whatever might have been on it at one point is dried up, or it was just a splinter, and you're just overly paranoid. But either way, the door opens up, and you're in a corridor. You can make a left or a right, and the way he said to go was left.
Ah, dang it, son of a gun! There was something pricked me when I pulled it. Ah.
Maybe not good workmanship here.
Yeah, I hope I don't get hepatitis.
So this corridor is like loaded with cobwebs. Like in order to even see a few feet in front of you, you've got to be like cutting them down. But you can see that you can easily go left or right. And like I said, he said to go left.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you head down left, and as described, there's a spiral staircase going up and down. And he said to go up.
To the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you take it. Oh, there's only one level. Okay. So you come up to the top of the staircase. And there it's 64. 46, I guess. No. This is a spiral staircase. It's literally what the description said.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, it's an old module.
No, I know. Well, this is one of the first ones that they used the style that became popular in second edition with the 3D maps. I hate that. I never know what's going on. I'll show you this map when this module's over. All right, so you pop up. This is actually the top of the castle. So you come up and you're actually in the air. I mean, it's raining, and there's like directly in front of you. There's you could walk out to do like an overlook to look over the courtyard if you were like a guard or something. But of course, it's raining. You probably don't want to do that. So if you make a right, like he said to do, you do come to a door immediately on your right, and that door is. I think it's just a regular wooden door. You should be able to open. Yeah, because that's on the south one. Oh, or is it a window? I almost said the door because I said it was. All right, so there's a door there you can open. It's a regular wooden door if you'd like. It's technically a window, but you're going through the window because that's the way he said you. I knew it wasn't that easy. All right, so you open the door into a room, which is 36. Dust fills your lungs. A musty smell of death and decay swirls around you. Before you, a long table of polished oak lies beneath a blanket of dust. The rotting tablecloth lies tattered under dusty china plates and stained silverware. In the center of the table, a large tiered cake leans heavily to one side. The once white frosting has turned green with age. Cobwebs drape like dusty lace down every side. A single doll figure of a well-dressed woman adorns the crest of the cake under a thick layer of dust. A window in the south wall, which is basically the one that when you just came through. It's a door now. Okay, good. Yeah. So there is a door there, not a window. But there are doors out of this room. There's one to your right, there's one to your left, and then one straight ahead. And he said to go to the straight ahead. And of course, you could obviously explore if you want. So currently, you're standing in the doorway, looking at this room covered in dust, with this table with this cake that's all folding over. and gross.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah, let's move straight ahead.
Okay, you're just gonna walk through the room. So as you're walking through the room, it's so dusty in here, like you're kicking up dust and stuff, a little coughing, a little bit. But it doesn't affect you anyway mechanically. And you pull open the door on the north wall, and it is the study. Let's see. Here, I guess. A blazing hearth fire fills the room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, and their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is hidden beneath a luxurious rug of a deep patterned weave. A large low table sits in the center of the room, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker next to the blazing fireplace is polished. Large overstuffed divans and couches stand in order about the room. Two luxurious chairs face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy gilded frame. The rolling light of the fire illuminates the carefully rendered painting. It is an exact likeness of the burgomaster's daughter, Irina Koliana. Though the painting is obviously centuries old, the likeness is unmistakable.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a name, like a plaque on it or something?
No. No name. No name or plaque.
I point at the painting. This is getting weirder and weirder.
I'm
See
just
how
along for the
old it
ride.
is?
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride at this point. About the time that a man flew into a bat and then proceeded to fly away, I was like, okay, the train has pulled away from Crazy Town. It is currently chugging along, nowhere
Non-stop.
mountain and straight to a sane asylum industry. Here we go.
So when you walk up to the painting to see if there's a plaque on it, you see sitting on the mantelpiece like a cross, basically, a cross on a chain. And you to the gypsy lady. This card is a symbol of great power. It tells of a powerful force for good and protection against the forces of darkness. It is in a place of tranquility, a harbor for the mighty and powerful. It is in a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair. Great secrets are there. And it's sitting. This whole symbol is sitting in front of you.
Oh, and didn't we had some success with the crosses before anyway?
Yeah.
There's actually two things there. There's that, and there's also a book. So there's a book and like a diary and the holy symbol, both sitting on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, Robert's going to reach out and take that holy symbol.
Good.
Out of character, I wanted to be the medic originally, so so this is as close as I'm ever going to get to being a cleric.
The other one was a diary?
Yep.
I open it carefully.
Oh, actually, okay, it's not. No, it's a holy symbol. It is shaped like the sun, with a huge crystal embedded in the center. Around
That's
the
a difference.
many holy symbols of light and truth. Well, there's crosses in the other thing. I don't know. Okay, so yes, you get the feeling this is a very holy object. The book. It's an ancient work telling the tragic tale. Okay, it's thick black leather cover with brass hinges and fastenings. The pages are parchment and very brittle. Most of the book is written in curious shorthand that's hard to understand. There is Oh man. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is usually.
book, right? I'm guessing.
I'm gonna when I grab this sun thing, I'm gonna say like he's looking at it and just has this look in his eyes like this must be a reflection of God's holy and pure light that he shines everywhere he goes.
Oh boy.
This is a sign that Jesus Christ is with us, and he's gonna put that necklace on his neck.
All right. You feel good.
And then meanwhile, his friend here is being possessed by an evil book.
Okay, so the book, you want to read it. So the way this works mechanically, I like it. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Like I have the book. It's not that long. There's a base 50% chance that the paragraph is not ruined. So you're gonna roll, and every paragraph that is okay, I'll read it to you.
What
So
do I roll?
Yeah, you can roll for each one. So for roll the first
Yeah,
one.
but what do I roll?
Roll. I don't know. What do you want to roll? D6, I guess. 1 through 3, it's fine. 4, 5, 6, it's bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, you can do it 50%.
You
Okay.
can do any die you want. I mean, you can do
3.
What's that?
What?
She got a 3.
It's 50%, so you can roll any die you want. Just call how it's going to be.
Yeah, I rolled a 3
Okay, so perfect. So
on a d6.
the first paragraph is good. So I will read it to you, and I'll also copy and paste this into the thing. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just God. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. So roll again.
Nope.
Okay. Roll again.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Shit. Okay. Roll again.
Yes.
Okay. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty, who was called perfection, joy, treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. Okay. Roll again.
No.
Again.
No.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Again.
No.
Again.
No.
Damn.
Again?
Yep.
No.
One more time.
Yes.
Okay. It was
The end.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was okay. No, there's still a bunch more paragraphs left. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Not even I know her final fate. So let me read that again. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. Not a trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Okay, again. Roll again.
Oh, okay.
Switch to percentile, please.
What's that? A 6? No.
Okay. Next, again.
No. I changed the die now.
That's a long one too. Okay.
2? Yes.
Okay. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take for her? What will it take to bend her love to me? One more, last paragraph.
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay.
Oh. So we basically know there was a woman and that she 1,000 feet something. Great.
I kind of like the way this works because in the 5th edition one, like if you find the book, you just get the whole story. Like I like to know because now you have to whatever. I mean, although you did miss some good stuff.
So
Yeah, that's what you got.
do you remember if the mist or if there was mist around the castle?
Just missed everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so I look up and I say, she probably fell down the cliff of the castle. Or she jumped and didn't fall. But well, whatever that is to us. I look at the books if there is something about Strigoi. Vampires.
Not really.
Legends?
No, because no.
Oh, come on. Anything of interest to us? Anything that sticks out?
All right. No, I mean, you definitely see works about religion and such, and about turning from religion to turning from good to evil, and some kind of information about prolonging life, but nothing that's super substantial. Because basically the book that you just read and rolled against had like vampire information in it. Like that's where you're supposed to get it from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to give it to you if you yeah. So, I'll give you one more chance because I'm nice for the powder.
Yeah.
I'll give you a 2 in 6 chance just because I'm super nice.
Okay. Come on.
However, if not, Strahd's going to come and kill you right now.
Oh, shit. No.
Okay. All right. Well, what you get is this. You definitely get from this, from searching around, that yeah, you guys know a lot of legends and oh, you know what we can do? Here. See, I'm nice. I'm too nice to you. That's nice.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm going to give you another vampire hint.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember we have that what do you know about vampires thing. I've all rolled on before. Remember where it is though. I have to find it. That seems like a fair thing, since you are searching the library.
Absolutely.
I can find it again. Oh, I think I lost it. Oh no, here we go. All right, because you searched around, I'll give you another roll on the vampire. What do you know about vampire things?
What did you?
Because you were all there, so you can all roll again.
What was that?
Oh, it's a D10.
Okay. I have a 3.
3. Can change into a bat.
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
thanks for that.
How about Miller?
2.
2. Garlic. They've repelled by garlic.
Apparently, they don't like the smell of garlic.
How about Ferrier?
This is on a D6, right?
No, a D10.
Oh, sorry. Let me roll. I rolled a 6. A D6. Hold on. I got an 8.
8. They can also turn into a wolf. And finally, right.
Explains a
I have
lot.
4.
They cannot be killed normally.
Oh boy.
Must be killed. Finished in their coffin.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
Well, actually, it kind of did. And
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, I hold up my rifle.
Now we know even if we kill Strahd, it doesn't do any good. We have to destroy his coffin.
But do we?
That's what are you not paying attention?
No. I don't know. Did he just say that? No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
that's what John just said. John just said, it says right here in this book that he's reading that you have to destroy their coffin. That killing them doesn't do any good. You have to destroy their coffin to kill them for good.
That's late.
Okay, I'm cutting the part that you can the book so you guys can have it. What else?
Did Tony roll too?
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't.
That was the one I just got. The one that you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Aren't
so
you
it was,
paying attention? God
Maxwell.
damn it!
Maxwell said it. I accidentally said it was Frere that said it, but it was Maxwell that said it. Look, it's not my fault. This place is getting to me, okay? I think we've been here a little too long now.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Okay.
So look, I got the light of Jesus around my neck. We're gonna use this to continue forward against the darkness. Those beasts shall dare not touch us now, for we have the light of God on our side.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. All right, so that I put it in the chat if you care to look at it. I'll also put it in the next event. So you guys
Can you copy paste the rest of it in there too, please?
the part that you didn't get? No.
Yeah. Dang.
No, yeah, yeah. It's actually interesting. I think that we'll see. I'll do it when we're done with the mission. With the thing, I'll send you the module, the part of the module. Okay, so you are standing in the study doing all this research. This might actually be a good place to stop it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Kind of at a good goal place. And somehow in a quick strike, you recovered almost all the stuff you have to recover without even knowing it. You got the sun sword, and you got the holy symbol, and you got the Tome of Strahd all at once.
Well, that was not by skill. Just say.
Yeah. If anyone wants to know how to suck at the game,
No, I
just
think it was
watch
because
this.
you were looking for the throne room, and that's where you found the sword. And then you looked for you thought. I mean, you didn't get what you wanted from the study, but you got something else. So.
I gotta admit, I'm a little bit salty about the sword, because I approached it, and then you were like, "Oh, there's two of you, roll for it,"
Yeah.
and I rolled a 1, and I thought it was to see something, so I got really excited because "Oh, I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna see whatever it is," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, on Tony's character's hip, it gets really heavy," and the sword says "Oh, I did a bad."
Yeah,
I had to sit there and go. Well, the dice spoke. It's Tony's sword.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, let's end the broadcast. And I think you I'll put the stuff into the thing, and we'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens.